Hello and welcome to Versus Live. I'm Ross Merriam.
And I'm Corey Baumeister.
And we've got a Rob in the booth. Say hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
Rob will be taking all of your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games so he can see them and send his favorites over to us. We are continuing to explore the Pioneer format. We had a great time doing it on Thursday.
Yeah.
And there's plenty to look at. So only 6 decks Thursday. We got 6 more today. All pretty competitive decks. The metagame is fairly open with, I would say, Is It Phoenix at the top and the most popular?
Yeah.
But
it's definitely like the number one deck when I know I'm going to play a challenge or a showcase event or, Mana Trader series, anything like that I'm like, okay, do I have a good matchup or is it at least a okay matchup? It has to be competitive because you got to expect to just play against that twice and then play again. Like, let's say it's an 8-round tournament, play against that twice and then 6 random decks. That's about what I anticipate. So you got to be a little prepared for it.
Yep. So we're just going to continue reacquainting ourselves with Pioneer. Mm-hmm. Fortunately, the format dodged any bans earlier today.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I even did like a YouTube video this morning with Pioneer. I'm like, okay, I'm going to be safe from that. I kind of thought Modern was going to be hit a little bit, but I was pretty shocked that there were 3 cards from Standard. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I'm happy that Death Shadow avoided the bans because that is definitely my either favorite deck or fallback deck for Philly, as I might try a couple other things. But, I mean, the format is healthy, too. Like, you see different decks every single top 8, You go from, like, Affinity winning one week to Death Shadow dominating to, Glimpse of Tomorrow winning. So, like, realistically, what more do you want from that format?
I'm just glad my 1,000,000-to-1 odds on Divide by Zero getting banned paid off.
Yeah, did you go to DraftKings there on that and take the under on Divide by Zero going under?
Better cash that one in quick.
Yeah, cash that one in. Yep. So anybody who didn't see, there was 3 bans in Standard. We don't really play Standard that much, at least here.
Couple bans in Innistrad block constructed.
Yeah. Invasion block constructed.
Extended got a major shakeup.
Yeah, we're actually back to the old rules where if you tap your mana, you get a mana burn. That got adjusted. Historic Teferi's back, but it costs 4 now.
That's 1 extra loyalty, though.
That's true. And it had a clause where, in combat, you could play instants on your turn. It's not... It's worded in such a way where you can't play stuff on your opponent's turn, but you can play stuff like in combat, flash threats and stuff. So it is a little different, but...
It doesn't completely stop you from playing Magic.
Exactly. It only mostly stops you from playing Magic.
Okay, so my first deck here playing Pioneer is going to be Selesnya Humans. There's a couple different Humans builds. There's a Selesnya build and then an Orzhov one.
Yep.
I actually wrote about them this week. That article is probably live right now, though I haven't checked the website today. So, And so if you really want my opinions on both of these decks, you can read that after the show, please. Selesnya Humans has a bit of a higher curve than Orzhov. The Orzhov deck is a Luris companion deck.
Okay.
Selesnya goes up the curve to Collecting Company. So play things like Adeline and Brutal Cathar in the 3 slot. Gets to interact and play some more individually powerful cards. But still that same, suite of good white 1-drops. Thalia's Lieutenant, now Thalia, Guardian of Thraben as well as a recent addition. So a really solid collection of creatures here. Against a little bit disruptive, but, mostly just an aggro deck.
Yeah, and I really like Adeline. Like Luris as a companion in Pioneer, fine, but definitely not as supercharged as in Modern with Bobble and stuff. Just that turn 3, turn 4... get that card engine kind of going thing is really powerful. But Adeline is a card I think is criminally underplayed in this format. It's very tough to deal with. There's like lightning axes is the only thing that's like the really bad thing. But other than that, it's like all chained to the rocks and stuff like that you at least get some value off.
Yep.
And the deck I'm going to be playing is just mono red here, where there's been like red white burn decks with Luris and stuff like that. This one's going all the way to the top with 4 Chandra, Torch of Defiance. A card that was a staple. So I'm interested to try this one out.
2 somewhat bigger aggressive decks.
Yeah, agreed. Looks like you got the marbles because you're a cheater, and I'll keep. My hand is decent.
Hand is a touch slow, but I will keep.
Okay, I'm gonna start with Den, and I got some options here. I think I'm going to start with Zergo, and then your go.
Okay, that was a good draw.
Okay.
I will play Kithian.
Kithian, okay.
Pass.
All right. So you could block if you're feeling that. I could maybe try to stop that. Yeah, let's just stomp this. And I'll attack for 2.
I'm at 18.
Past you. Stomp, stomp, stomp.
I'll play a Plains and a Thalia's Lieutenant.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
The 1/1, eh? Okay. Definitely going to be a creature slog fest here. So now I have to be a little afraid of like Adeline. Going Adeline here, you get to put a counter on Thalia's Lieutenant, attack, put another counter on it, and I'd actually just take 4. So that's pretty impressive. So I think I am going to try to do something about that, and we'll stomp again and take 4.
I'm at 14.
Past you. Wish I had the old chain whirler there instead. That would have been nice.
Well,
I haven't got a creature with a chain whirler in a while.
I will play Knight of the White Orchid.
Okay.
Get a Plains.
Yep. And those are untapped, huh? Yeah, it's
Yep.
the new one, the 3/1 that isn't untapped.
Correct. And I'll play
Awesome.
a Mutavault and a Thalia Guardian of Thraben.
Okay.
Kind of wish I had that one last turn.
Yeah. A little bit of first strike shenanigans.
Hopefully Corey's a little bit low on removal after using 2 stomps, and his first strikers can hold down the fort.
Yeah, the first strikers are pretty dang good right now, I must say. Yeah, I'm just gonna play one of these Bone Crushers and pass to you. You have stabilized. Congratulations, you jerk.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, I'll play a Temple Garden tapped and a Brutal Cathar.
Okay.
Exile that Bone Crusher Giant.
Out of here.
It is now day,
Here you go.
and I'll pass the turn.
Okay. On tap. Yeah, once again, kind of the same scenario here. I don't have a great play, so we're going to do the same thing. Pass to you.
Okay. I will play a Thraben Inspector. I'm going to crack the clue immediately.
Sounds good. Name a more iconic duo than Ross and Thraben Inspector.
Ross and Whisper Squad.
There you go. Yeah. I don't know. Do you think you've cast more Whisper Squads or more Thraben Inspectors in your life?
Thraben Inspector, it's got to be.
Yeah, gotta be. Whisper Squad was not good outside of standard.
I was gonna say one has been way more relevant.
Yeah. To be fair, when you cast one Whisper Squad, you usually cast more per
I've
game.
probably had more Whisper Squads on the battlefield.
That's a good point. You don't cast them. Yeah, you
Yeah.
just put them into play.
And then I'll play another tap Temple Garden and pass back.
Okay.
Just kind of in this holding pattern to see who can break through.
Hold.
Corey
hold.
is several mana away from casting his big threat in Chandra. I just need to draw a Collected Company.
Yeah. Collected Company is a good magic card. Now stuff that I want to do here. I'll attack with these two.
So pretty clearly representing a spot removal spell here. You know, Lightning Strike, Play with Fire, or maybe a third Stomp. So don't want to run into that, but I also don't want to just take a bunch of damage. So what I think I can do is triple block with... No, that doesn't seem great. Yeah, I guess I don't really have a great block. No, I guess I could triple block the Swift Spear, and then you either lose Swift Spear or use a removal spell on one of the first strikers, probably the Thalia, and then you'd have a 2/3, and you'd be able to deal with the Knight, so it's still just a 2-for-2 trade. You get 4 damage in, but that's not the end of the world. Yeah, I'll triple block Swift Spear.
Okay. Yeah, I think I want to start with this at 1. It's pretty good block. It doesn't, allow me to just completely blow you out with a removal spell. But I can deal with a few things here. So, yeah, I'll Lightning Strike the Knight.
Okay.
And then, yeah, kill that and have you take 4.
4, I go to 10.
Past you. No company for you. Yes, yes.
Well, I think I want to get that going. So, I'm going to, oddly enough, Skyclave Apparition the Zergo.
Okay, Zergo's dead.
Then I will play Adeline.
Okay.
And then I will attack for 3 and get a human. Do we have humans? Oh, no.
Oh,
Shaheen.
no.
Just slighting Shaheen.
I'll take 4, though.
Yeah.
Go to 16. All right.
And then I will pass the turn.
Adeline, not what I wanted to see.
Pretty aggressive play there for me, but in order to kill the Adeline and cleanly attack with the Bone Crusher, Corey will have to have land Chandra.
I do have a land. Yeah, now it's just, what do I want to do? Adeline is definitely the biggest threat. That's a fact.
Thank you, Robert.
Let's see. I'm going to play Chandra. Now, I can either kill Adeline or Brutal Cathar. And it's a tough choice. I think I still just want to kill Adeline and then just say go. And try to defend Chandra a little bit here. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. And then I'll pass to you. Chandra will definitely just die if you want to, but I at least get to take a piece with it.
Okay, got another Skyclave Apparition here. That'll hit the Bone Crusher Giant.
Okay.
Then I'll activate Mutavault. I'll send Shaheen at Chandra and the rest at you. So that's 7.
Yikes. Okay,
Puts
down
you
to 9.
Chandra down, and you're up.
All right, give me 2 Chain Whirlers.
You need a collected company for that?
Yeah, I sure do. I did draw a Chain Whirler, so I'll play that. Not the worst.
I'll put me to 9.
Yep.
So got 9 all.
9 all, and then I'll pass to you. Defense chain. Defense chain. Don't have another Skyclave, please. Skyclave is pretty good against red creatures, I'm learning. I wish I had a Soulscar Mage. Put some counters on your stuff instead of Swift Spear.
I'm going to cast Dauntless Bodyguard.
Dauntless Bodyguard, eh? Yeah, jig is up. Gotta do that. I need my Bone Crusher back. I wanted to try to blow you out if you dealt with it, but...
It's unfortunate.
Yep.
Okay, Dauntless Bodyguard will protect the Skyclave that has a Bone Crusher under it.
Okay. Makes sense.
And I did have another Skyclave.
Oh, no.
That one will hit Chain Whirler.
Okay.
Corey did not have the play with fire. He was dead.
Yep, I believe it.
Hey, it's not quite dead. I only have an attack for 7 here.
But still, it's going to be bad.
Now I don't even really have an attack. I guess you could block the Skyclave with a Zergo under it. Take 5, go to 4. Then have 2 blockers to my 5 attackers. which is just, I guess, one more blocker would then be enough because Thraben's just a 1. But you wouldn't really be able to attack. Is that worth it?
It's a toughie.
That it is. I know you have 2 spells in your hand.
They're good ones.
So if I don't do anything, then you have to have 2 blockers back. So you could play 2 blockers and attack with Bone Crusher. I feel like knowing Corey has 2 spells in hand, I think I'm going to need more to push through, so I don't think just sacrificing for damage makes sense, but God, it's close.
It is close.
It's really close.
Because I don't know what I want you to do, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's when you know it's close. And I have the perfect information here.
Yeah, I mean, the damage is relevant in terms of limiting Corey's options, potentially.
Yeah.
Because, at 4, you really have to protect your life total. I'm actually going to go for it.
Send the clowns?
Send in the clowns.
All right, yeah, I'll block the one that's not protected so I can get a blocker.
Yeah. So you take 5, you go to 4.
Yep. And I got a 1/1. All right, well, let's see. Not a bad draw. Not a bad draw. So it's not protecting this one, it's protecting that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I drew a Chain Whirler. Get that out of there.
Sacrifice this in response.
Okay. You go to 8. And now I'm at 4. So if I attack with this, I have 2 blockers. I could technically stay alive. I'm dead to a lot of things. Thalia's Lieutenant being one of them. But hitting you for 4 and putting you on the back foot is definitely what I want to be doing. You can't block, so you go to 4, and then I kind of get to attack in such a way that I kind of put you in the abyss. Yeah, I'm going to attack.
Yep, 4 all.
Past you.
Need a good one here.
A land for you, please.
How about Adeline instead?
Oh my god, is that GG?
I think so, unless you have removal. And
Yeah, I
I'm going for
don't.
it.
I have 2 Eidolons, so my draw was not good. All right,
That was another card that killed you just by adding a point of power.
Yep. And I mean, hindsight, I wish I would have left back, but I think
it's right to make the attack.
Yeah, because that's the thing I was thinking is I make the attack, put you to 4, and then that next turn I attack again and just play 2 Eidolons, and you can never cast anything but Collected Company then, was my plan, but yeah, didn't work. All right, since lists are established now, you want to go to post board, I think, for our last Pioneer show. We did it the other way, but...
Sure.
Okay, sweet. So that does it for the first game. We are going to head to the sideboard and see what we got for each other. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on Versus Live. All right, everybody, welcome back to sideboarding here on Versus Live between Mono Red and Green White Humans. From my end, I mean, we really saw the Eidolons not looking great there at the end. There was a pinch that I could have put you in, and it was the play I was lining up, but overall, 2 decks that are just smashing at each other, they can really be a liability, and it's just a Grizzly Bear. So, gonna take those out. Also taking out 1 Chandra. 4 is just a lot, in my mind anyways, and I can really get overwhelmed by your creatures. So, although bringing in Lava Coil, there is the nice play of going Chandra, tick up Lava Coil, and be like, okay, deal with it. But still, you have Skyclaves to just deal with it straight up. So drawing too many of those is pretty bad. Bring in Lava Coils like it's, 2018 in Standard here again against other creature decks.
After today's bans, it basically is 2018.
Pretty much. I like it. And then one more shock to deal with some of your creatures.
And then on my side, sideboarding is motivated by trying to cut 1 toughness creatures that are vulnerable to Goblin Chain Whirler.
Oh, yeah.
So there's 7 in the deck, not counting Thalia's Lieutenant, of course. but we're not cutting that one. There are 5 cards I really want to bring in. I don't think the Vanquish the Hordes are good enough in a matchup like this, where I'm generally going to have more creatures than you.
Yep.
But we've got some cheap removal in Portable Shaper Sanctuary to punish Corey's cheap removal. And these are both 1-mana plays, so I'm cutting 1-drops, but I'm bringing in more 1-mana plays that will help me,
You can collect a company for those artifacts and enchantments, right?
Well, I will.
Yeah.
I hope you won't notice.
Yes, of course.
And then I've got this one Heron's Grace champion that hopefully will blow Corey to Kingdom Come.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to say, the last time I cast a Chain Whirler, I think, was straight up Pro Tour Dominaria. Like, the last time when that red-black deck was just busted. I think that was the last time I cast it, so what a time to be alive. Rob, you got any questions for us?
Just general band.
Yeah. Hey, today is the kind of days where we take band talk. That's for sure.
Just kind of. Are you surprised nothing happened in Modern? Like, I guess is kind of the prevailing thing.
Yes and no. Like, it's pretty tough because the format, if you just look at it and you step back and you look at the top 8 challenge results and all this stuff, it is. I was watching like Nassif's stream and he said it best. He's like, just what more do you want? Like, every week a challenge deck is like, the winning challenge deck is wildly different from the one before, barring some exceptions when like Grixis Death Shadow was on a tear. A lot of different decks are having success, and the only thing that you can really say that's bad about it is the top 2 decks that are, in my opinion, kind of miles and away the better decks. Both are Lurrus decks. And I think we're just all getting kind of sick of companions. So in my mind, I think I would have either liked just the companion rule to be gone, get rid of them, or just get rid of Lurrus. So I'm kind of shocked that didn't happen, but I also would have been kind of shocked if it did because of how healthy the format is. So
I'm not surprised. I'm just disappointed.
Oh wow, impressive.
Disappointed.
I personally would not have minded, even though it nerfs my deck. I already had ideas. I'm like, I'm going to try some Lurrus in the main. Just get that turn 3 Lurrus Bobble draw with Shadow. Like, something like that might have been cool. But the world will never know. No.
Never, ever, ever.
Yeah. But I'm kind of surprised by Legacy as well. I think people just complain about Reg Event enough where they're like, all right, I guess we have to do something. But it was like some of the numbers I saw, like the Delver deck didn't have that great of numbers, like as far as win percentages, but
you can't ban anything that makes Delver actually good. You just have to ban the stuff that just gets added to it, right?
Yeah, whenever Delver gets cut from the Delver deck, you have to cut some cards to get Delver back into that Delver deck. So that checks out to me. All right, how's your hand?
It's fine.
Yeah, mine too. I'll keep.
You're on the play.
Oh yeah, sweet, even better. Bang! Attack for 1.
19.
Past you. I learned over the weekend that if you ever have just 9 mana, you can double activate this and you get 2 goblins. Did you know that?
Yep.
Huh.
We used to do that with the white Genju to get multiple instances of lifelink when lifelink was a trigger, so you could get multiple instances.
Oh, I remember that. That's right.
I will portable hold the Swift Spear.
Rude.
You're up.
Rude. All right, that's a weird draw. I'll play it then and I'll pass to you. Whenever Ross isn't sure what to play, it just reminds me of Henry seeing literally anything. Henry, my dog, seeing just literally anything outside of the window. I'm like, what could this be? Sorry to compare to my dog, but
Yeah, I'll play around it. Play Thraben Inspector, get a clue.
Okay.
You're up.
All right, I'll stomp Thraby. Get it out of there. Right in front of your face.
Oh my god.
Get that Thraby right out of there. And then we're going to play it and pass to you.
Pop this clue.
Okay.
And play a tap Temple Garden.
We like that.
You're up.
Okay. Ooh, that's a cute one. Okay, I'm going to attack for 4.
I'm at 15.
Okay, and then I'm going to play Cemetery Gatekeeper. I'm going to hit this. So whenever any of us plays a creature, this deals 2 damage.
Yep.
And I'll play another Den, and I'll pass to you. Cemetery Gatekeeper is incredibly annoying.
Play Sunpetal Grove and just pass the
No
turn.
play? Dang, buddy. You're so unlucky these days. All right, well, hate that. But I'm not afraid of you. You're gonna break. You lowered your company hits. Spin it. And no hits. Got the goods?
Kind of.
Don't like that.
Got a lot of things.
I don't like things.
I think I'm just gonna. This one's also tempting. Can I take 3 of them?
Options? No. God, think how messed up Collecting Company would be. 4 mana, get 9 mana value worth of stuff.
It's only 7.
Oh, okay.
Just trying to think about what removal Corey can have. It's Stomp, Lightning Strike, and play with fire. So
Or Lava Coil.
yeah, I mean in combat, Lava Coil would be post. So the first question is which creature I'd like to try to ambush as much as possible.
You leave my creatures alone. Whatever you pick, you know it's going to be wrong. Might as well just get it over with.
I'm gonna take Thalia and Thalia's Lieutenant.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I guess I don't have too much of a choice. I must, before blockers, lightning strike this. And then would you like to block?
No, I'll go to 9.
Okay, past you.
Okay, now I'll play Brutal Cathar.
I'll take 2.
Go to 7.
Brutal Cathar,
Counter
huh?
on the Lieutenant. Hit this thing.
And it is day. Yep, trigger on the both triggers on the stack. Yeah, I'll hit this so I can keep my gatekeeper.
Oh, that's not good. I'll play another Lieutenant.
I'll take 2.
Go to 5.
Yep.
And pass the turn.
All right.
I probably screwed this up.
You're dead. I will strike you. I will chain. Bang.
Yeah. Got greedy trying to take the Lieutenant here to get a big creature to check the Bone Crusher the following turn.
And you did do that.
Because my hand was 2 Thalia's Lieutenants at the time.
Okay.
And my other options were...
So you played around it by not playing Lieutenant on 2, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah. Played around here. Yeah.
I did have it. So.
So like my options were these 4. And if I don't take Lieutenant, then I have 2 creatures that can at least trade for the Cemetery Gatekeeper.
Yep.
Or ambush it in the case of the Augur.
Yep.
You did have Lightning Strikes. You would have just hit the Augur, and then I would have traded with the Thalia. This is the other one I was thinking of. Then I traded the Thalia, untap, and then just play 2 Thalia's Lieutenants. And I just have a 3/3 and a 1/1. And, that's not great.
Yeah. I think what I still would have did there is Lightning Strike the Augur, or Lightning Strike the Thalia, and then when you block with the Augur, then I just Flame Bless Bolt that.
Oh yeah, that was the
strike.
other issue. Is trying
Yeah.
if I try to ambush with the 2/3, then you can just eat it with a burn spell along with first strike.
Or I could have let Cemetery just die and then Chain Whirler. No, I wouldn't have the mana to do that too. Yeah, tough game. My hand was just good.
Yeah.
I had a nice hand. Play or draw, you know. All right. Game 3. Yeah, we might even... Yeah, we always stretch the first one, I feel, and then we're, struggling for time at the end. So do you want to make this one our last one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Rob, you got any more questions? What do you got?
Ross, what do you think about creativity in Pioneer since you're so high on the deck in Modern?
What would be the hits?
It's a combo deck, and oh no, that's in Historic. It was the combo deck, right? Where it got Locust God and Sage's Road Denizen.
Yeah,
or whatever.
I think that deck was really bad, and I think the team that played it was JED and stuff, and like they did not like it.
Yeah,
Did not like it.
in Pioneer, yeah. What are you getting in Pioneer?
And you don't have the Dwarven Mines to like facilitate it. It just seems really tough, you know. Like, can you still get Ulamog? Yeah.
You don't get its exile trigger.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's there.
Get a bunch of agents.
Yeah, but then just play the Fires deck, which that is what I was recording earlier today. That deck feels sweet. Raven's Warning, I forgot how awesome is in that deck. That's another deck that I want to explore a little bit more, that I like more than the Enigmatic Incarnation deck. Side fact there.
Yeah.
But
Well, let me know what this Pioneer creativity deck looks like.
yeah.
World Spine Worm and Xenagos 5 to league of creativity.
You mean Xenagod?
Yeah, but that's Xenagos.
Yeah. But specifically the god.
What does that one even do?
So the god Xenagos pumps a creature equal to its power and gives it haste at the beginning of combat. So you just make a 30/30 World Spine Worm and attack, and it tramples.
Well, that's kind of cool.
And if they have some way to kill the World Spine Worm, you just get 3 5/5s.
And honestly, what kind of instant speed removal is there? You know?
Yeah.
The whole thing is it's probably just tougher to facilitate. Like what, you're cycling sharks, doing that kind of stuff. You know what card would actually be great with it? Azeka's Chariot. It curves right into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like you just Azeka's Chariot, then you creativity for 2. And you can also attack with Chariot, which, is a little tougher for him. Chariot's already just good with these token decks anyways, because you always play Sharks and Chariot, and then you just have that, ability to go over the top. You could even be a Yorion deck. Like, can't really be a Fire's creativity deck, though. That's kind of a nombo.
Other things like Terror of the Peaks, Emrakul.
Yeah. Emrakul, the Promised End kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. That might be worth taking a peek at.
Yeah. My hand is solid. I will keep.
Yeah, I'll try it. Nothing special, though.
The Raven Inspector, GG.
Oh, God. All right. I have a Den and a way worse Thraben Inspector. I'll pass to you.
I will play a Thalia's Lieutenant, get a counter on Thraben,
Okay.
and attack for 2.
Crunch. 18.
Pass the turn.
Do. All right. Let's go with... I'm going to play with fire here, and then attack for 2.
18 alt.
And I'll play Bell Striker. Past you. I can't block that Thraben Inspector. Dang it.
Thalia's Lieutenant.
Okay.
Dauntless Bodyguard. Not sure which one I want to protect.
Okay.
It's
a good start, regardless.
I think I want to protect... The Lieutenant is obviously going to get bigger over the course of the game. I'm sure
Yep.
Corey just has Chain Whirler, so it doesn't matter. I am going to protect the Thraben Inspector
Okay.
and attack for 3.
All right, I will take it. I'm down to 15.
Pass the turn.
Okay. Slightly awkward draw. Feel like I got to play a little bit of defense here, but that one does not play any defense, so I'll attack.
I feel like I just want to trade this bodyguard for what I can before it gets chain whirlered.
Okay.
Though I could be running into a lava coil. But I kind of like my hand, so I think trading resources I'll be fine with. Yeah, I'll block.
All right, and I'll pass to you.
No lava coil.
No coil.
You love to see it.
I hate it.
Yeah, I'll play with Alley's Lieutenant.
On another one.
Good?
No. Not good. Not good. All right, I will stomp this one.
Okay. Get in for 4 with Cerebin Inspector.
Okay. All right, I'll play with fire and block.
Pass the turn.
All right, your go. Do some bone crushing.
Skyclave the Bone Crusher and attack for 1.
Okay.
You're at
14.
Pass the turn.
I'll pass to you. Stuck on lands here, unfortunately.
I'll take 2. Go to
Okay.
16. And I will attack. Let's cast this Collected Company first.
Collected company, eh? All right. Need you to brick. Brick, please. Brick, 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 brick.
I will select
That doesn't look like a brick.
Giant Killer and Augur of Autumn.
Okay, I guess that's not the best. All right, so you got 2 triggers on that.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I will. I think I'm just going to attack for 2.
All right. Do you play with the top revealed, or
No, I
you
can
can just
look at
look? Okay. All right. I'll stomp. Get a 2/2 illusion
3/3.
or 3/3. Yep.
And I'll pass the turn.
Okay. Draw. I have a land. And you can just play creatures now, huh? Off that, right? Because you have Coven?
Yep.
Okay, that's not good. Well, I guess I have to deal with that. I will strike that. And I'll cast Cemetery Gatekeeper, and we'll take Augur of Autumn. Pass to you. Or maybe I want to attack, because that's probably going to get bigger. 14. Plus you could tap stuff down. Yeah, I'll attack.
I'll take 3.
Okay.
13.
Probably should have did that first, but the result would have been the same.
Well, right on time, Shaper Sanctuary.
Yep. That's how it usually works, right?
And then I'll pass the turn.
Okay. All right. I have a land. I'd like to declare attackers.
I will tap your illusion.
Okay. Illusion is tapped. All right, no attacks. I'll play this and take 2.
Yeah, brings you to 12.
Pass to you.
Let's crack this clue.
Okay.
Play another Sanctuary.
I'll respond to the Sanctuary.
I'll draw a card.
Okay.
And I'll play Athalia's Lieutenant.
Okay.
I take 2 from the Gatekeeper.
Yep.
So I'm at 11, you're at 12.
Yep.
And I'll pass the turn.
Okay.
I think I'm pretty dead. Triple Bone Crusher Giant is...
I did some stomping, that's for sure. So I could just kind of go all out here. I think I should. Lose 1 creature. All right. Here they come. Let's get a goblin.
How do I live?
How do I live without Ross?
Could eat Den.
Did we get a DMC strike on that
I
one?
was gonna say you'd probably be a lot happier, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Den, Chump, Bone Crusher is my first instinct. That would put me to 5. And then a creature is not enough because I would go to 3 and have 2 blockers. And you would get me to 3. So no creature would really be enough. Unless it's a removal spell creature.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Or that lifelink creature. I kind of forgot what the champion does. I was just hoping you wouldn't draw it, so I didn't have to remember. I know it's lifelink and some...
+1/+1 and lifelink to your humans when it
Yeah,
ETBs.
that'd be a good one.
Obviously, like Collected Company would be the best possible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also thinking about eating the Gatekeeper so that I don't take damage off of it.
It's reasonable.
So if I go eat Gatekeeper, Chump, then I take 7, I go to 4. Then I can just say I just draw any random creature. At that point, you would get through for 5. So doesn't really help me at all.
Yeah.
Though the thing is, if I do happen to rip the card I need to rip, if I don't remove the Gatekeeper, you can just kind of turtle up and probably find enough burn to kill me before I.
Even my lands deal that.
Yeah. So I do kind of think I have to get the Gatekeeper and still just hope to rip. So that's what I'll do.
Okay. So you're taking 7?
Yeah.
Put you to 4. 4 to 12. Nice. I can play my Bone Crusher now, and I'll pass to you.
You're up.
Okay. Interesting. I think I want to do this to get information. All right. Cemetery Gatekeeper. I'll target Collected Company. Yep.
In response.
Force you to do it now. So you just drew the best possible, huh?
Yep.
Wow. Classic.
Only 2 hits, and they're not very good.
Okay.
I do get 2 more counters there and a clue, though.
Okay. Yeah, it does keep you alive, though.
And then you have exiled Collected Company.
Okay, and now I cannot attack. So I'll just play Bone Crusher and I'll pass to you.
And Steph crack the clue.
Can't believe you top deck that. Well, I can. I don't know what I'm saying. Of course I can.
Thraben Inspector.
Yep.
Get a clue, crack it.
Yep. I changed my mind. I actually want to put this on creature.
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Adeline.
Okay. Did you give yourself counters on Thraben?
I missed the one from Adeline.
Okay.
I'll play this land tapped.
Okay.
Now, can I attack with Thalia's Lieutenant? It is currently a 9/9. It'll become a 10/10 when the Adeline triggers. So you could potentially put 3 creatures in front of it if you wanted to.
You're dead if you attack with it.
Am I?
Dead. Yep. So you have 4 blockers. So you can block the den. You take 3 plus the den token.
So I am. Did not think I would be that close to death.
Yep.
Okay, pass the turn.
Okay.
I assumed putting 4 more creatures on the battlefield would have helped me.
Yeah, you would think, right? Okay, well. This whole turtling up game plan that you were describing earlier, I think is about to happen now. So I'm going to go Swift Spear and Gatekeeper, hit a creature this time. Doesn't matter. And I'll pass to you. So creature's an instance.
So now you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, essentially 9 attackers to my 5 blockers. Do I have any outs?
I don't think you... Oh, what about that lifelink human, right?
Yeah.
That'd be a good one.
Do not think that one is going to do it.
This has been a crazy match, actually.
Yeah.
Just pretty close.
Yeah, the big issue is that I didn't have green early, so the Shaper Sanctuaries were horrible.
Yeah. You drew 1 card off of it. Yeah, that's
off
not...
of both of them, so...
Yeah, that's not good. That's your turn 1 play, and it changes the game, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so this is one of the reasons I don't like this card very much.
I've always hated that card, to be honest.
It's a very hit or miss card.
Yeah.
You know, when you play it on turn 1, it's absurd.
Yeah.
And
I feel like it's like 25% of the time it's amazing at best, and 75% of the time it's so weak.
Yeah, it is Druid Augur, which is like a pretty good card here if it wasn't for the other Gatekeeper.
Yeah. You just play it, take 2, and then
I can play lands off the top.
Yeah.
And I guess it'd be 2 lands, so...
Yeah. You're dead.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a cool match. That was a really cool match. I like this deck a lot better than the Red-White Lurrus deck. And probably less than the Red-White Heroic deck, though. You know, like, I still think that deck is the tier 1 aggro deck. But, you know, this shows some signs of being nice.
Has a lot more stability.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need to draw the right ratio of creatures and pump spells and things like that.
Yeah, surprisingly more longevity and like more just inevitability, even though you're not playing Lurrus. Because that's the whole thing is like, whenever my burn opponent buys Lurrus with that red-white burn deck, I just do not care. I'm like, nice. Like, yeah, sure, bring back a Goblin Guide, you know, bring back a Swift Spear, like bringing back an Eidolon sometimes is the only devastating thing, but there's a lot of exile removal in the form of Chain to the Rocks and Portable Holes and stuff in like all the white-based decks. So I don't think Lurrus is very good at all right now. So I do like this direction more.
Yeah. I also, if you look at this deck, you know, you think of it and you see the curve is kind of high, and the land count's a little high, and you think, oh, it's not going to be as fast, but it has so much burn.
Yeah.
Like there's Play with Fire, Lightning Strike, Stomp, Chain Whirler, Chandra, Cemetery Gatekeeper, Ramanap Ruins, a creature land, you know, haste creatures. It really does so much direct damage. So, you know, I ended up getting punished I played a little aggressively in that third game because I was on the play.
Yeah.
I figure I need to be the aggressive one, but I'm pretty sure I was just supposed to, you know, not trade any sort of damage.
Yeah.
If I have, you know, 4 more life there and I can get the Augur going and I can find an answer to the Gatekeeper, maybe I can pull away in that game.
Yeah.
But as it was, I was never really able to solidify the early advantage.
Yeah. And the one last thing that I'm saying is like the combo deck and Phoenix are 2 decks that I think are big and like both tier 1 and you have to be prepared for them. You have 8 Eidolons against both of those decks. The Cemetery card is also good. Like they consider early, so it's easy to get that. So does the combo deck. Like you just have 8 Eidolons against them. And like those decks do not function very well when they don't. I mean, Phoenix can kill them pretty easily. And the other deck can in some sense, like they just have Chain and maybe Portable Hole and stuff, but you just have to have them, otherwise they're dead. They can't just go consider, take 4 or 8 and expect to live. Like, no way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the other problem I had or mistake I made in that game was attacking with the 5/5 Lieutenant into your 2/3 Swift Spear and essentially trading it for Swiss Spear and play with fire.
Yeah.
But I just try to turtle up behind those and make it really difficult to answer because they're just going to keep growing.
Yeah, because that next turn I got a big attack in, right? Like,
no, you just we just traded battlefields, and then you got to rebuild first.
Yeah, because once you have 3 counters on a Thraben Inspector, 5 toughness is undealable in this deck. So, maybe that was a small mistake. But anyways, that's just our first match. We got 2 more exciting matches coming up next. We're going to take a short 5-minute break, and we'll be right back with more Versus Live. All right, everybody, welcome back to Versus Live. My name is Corey Baumeister.
And I'm Ross Merriam.
And we got Rob in the booth. Say what's up, Rob.
What's up, Rob?
Rob will be taking all your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games, and he will get his favorite one sent over to us. We're playing Pioneer again, because Pioneer is really sweet right now. And, a lot of the formats are getting shaken up, so we're going to see, when everything gets effective dates of when you can do all this. I don't even know. Was it like a couple days with the bannings, or?
They're usually effective the next day. Right?
Is it usually? Okay, well, regardless, a lot of formats are going to be really exciting to play.
They always got announced on Tuesday, so then Moto's downtime on Wednesday.
Okay. That would make sense, yeah. So, a lot of the formats are going to be fun to try. Even Standard again, I might peek in and see what's going on there.
Please don't.
Yeah, I might not. We'll see. But Pioneer has just already been awesome. Modern has already been awesome. I'm glad neither of those were touched because, in my opinion, those are not broken formats. I think there's some broken stuff going on. Lyris might be broken, and we can talk about that for a while. But regardless, both of those formats are fun to play. The games are good. You see a lot of different decks in the top 8s. Just everything about them doesn't scream ban to me. So we're going to keep exploring Pioneer and just seeing what kind of decks are going to be good. I know this weekend is the Mana Trader Series event, which will be a nice test to see which decks really prevail. Because I feel like, especially these Mana Traders events, it's kind of a lot to qualify for them and get into them. So it's a lot of like spikier players that go to play these events. So it should be a good test for the format, I think.
Yeah, and it's sort of a stress test.
Yes, exactly.
And we'll see, if the diversity that Pioneer has enjoyed over the last, month or two really, stands the test, or we start to see it coalesce around a few really top decks as they get, just better tuned and more eyeballs on them. Yeah,
basically the only thing that I'm worried about is if Phoenix is hasn't found its final form yet and really starts to dominate. But, I haven't felt that so far. I think it's been a good deck. A lot of the decks I've been playing have not lined up particularly well against it. But I think there are plenty that do line up decent.
Yeah, so, the format is pretty well adjusted to its presence at this point.
Yeah, I think so. All right. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be playing a little Dimir Control, testing that out. I think this is probably the control deck of choice.
Yeah. There's still Azorius, but I actually think Dimir has sort of supplanted it.
I think so, too. Just because Azorius, the removal, is awful. It's really bad. You just have Portable Hole and stuff. You need a Fatal Push style card. And, even Portable Hole not being an instant speed is just devastating most of the time. So, yeah.
So, and I'm going to be playing a newcomer to the scene. This is a Rakdos. We're calling it Rakdos Blood. Sort of a little bit more aggressive than the Rakdos deck you saw us play last week. And really built around Kroxa and Deadly Dispute. So got Voldaren Epicure and Blood Tithe Harvester. Those blood tokens are really good with Kroxa, really good with Dispute.
Yeah.
Just that little bit of extra value, and you can really set up a very fast Kroxas with it. Find a lot of your interaction while you're doing it, and kind of both be aggressive, but also at the same time grind your opponent down on resources.
Yeah, which is a dangerous combination, that's for sure. And yeah, I definitely like it better by the look of it than that last one. And just Epicure into Deadly Dispute, sack the blood, I think is really nice.
What I don't like is this hand of 5 lands and 2 removal spells against the control deck.
I don't like this one lander here either. So we're gonna mulligan that as well.
Rob, you got any questions while we are shuffling?
Yeah, somebody wants to know if y'all play Pauper at some point.
I've never been a big fan of Pauper. I played one event, and I played a Dimir Ninja the Deep Hours deck because I was doing nothing on a Sunday, and I kind of had fun, but kind of didn't.
My issue with Pauper has always been that the format is a bit too attrition oriented.
Yeah.
It's just so hard to do anything really aggressive somehow with the card pool. So, if you like just kind of long attrition-y games, then the format's kind of for you.
Yeah. But, I mean, a lot of people talk about it. The bans seem to be good. I know, like, something from Affinity got banned, and then Affinity won the challenge, which I thought was kind of funny. But, yeah, I mean, if that's your thing, do it. If it's not, that's fine, too.
Brian Cook did just win a Pauper challenge with Storm, so that's cool.
Oh, really? Okay. That's pretty sweet.
Do you have any idea what the Storm deck is like?
No, God, no.
It plays a bunch of creatures that cycle for 1 mana.
Okay.
And Reap the Graves, which is just 2 and a black, raise dead with Storm.
Okay.
And Song of the Damned, which is one black, add black for each creature in your graveyard.
Okay. So to make your own living end deck?
No, you just keep you bring them all back to your hand, then you cycle them again, and you find Song of the Damned and Reaping Graves again, and you just keep doing that.
Okay.
Until eventually you find Lotus Petal, cast a Drana Stinger, and cycle a bunch of, like, multiple Drana Stingers, and cycle more creatures and kill them.
That sounds unpleasant to play. I'll say that. But that does sound kind of cool. All right, I put 1 to the bottom. My hand is not great, but functional at least.
Functional.
You got a companion, though? How lucky.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
You got a good one?
No.
Okay, that's good. Because my hand is not good either.
I guess.
Okay.
Ugh, God. I might be able to do better, honestly, because I have 2 Fatal Pushes in my hand, so it's kind of like a 5-card hand.
yeah, that's
and
fair.
It's not even a good 5-card hand. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan.
Okay.
My other 5 cards were 3 lands, Deadly Dispute, Croxa. So I have, like, nothing to sack to the Dispute.
Yeah, until turn 4, and toss that Croxa away. The old Village Rites trick.
I thought about it.
Yeah. Oh, I do love Croxa Village Rites decks. I only played it a lot in Historic before all the Alchemy cards, but I was a fan.
Okay, chat. What we need is 3 lands, Deadly Dispute, Stitcher Supplier, and then mill into a Croxa.
Unbeatable, then. Unbeatable. Yeah, Stitcher Supplier is a heck of a Magic card.
Okay.
Or it's really bad. One of the two.
Guess we'll keep those.
Okay.
And I will lead on Voldaren Epicure. Take
All right.
1, please.
I take 1. 19. Does it deal to Planeswalkers, too?
No.
Okay.
Each opponent.
Cool. All right. I just have a swamp and I'll pass.
Attack for 1.
Beat downs, 18. Urborg, nice. Can start playing islands in their watery graves.
I'll play a Blood Tithe Harvester, another blood token.
I'll kill it. Okay. All right, I'll play this watery grave and I won't take damage. I'll pass to you.
Attack for 1.
I'll take it. 17.
I'll play a Swamp and Thoughtseize you.
Oh, counter it.
I will pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw. And I'll play Narset. One of my faves. Activate. Okay. Those are good Magic cards and kind of random all at the same time. But hard for me to not take the one busted Magic card that I'm still shocked isn't banned. Okay, we'll take a dig. Pass to you.
Okay. On your end step, I'll sack a blood token, discarding Fiery Temper, deal 3 to Narset.
Oh, spicy. Okay.
Draw for turn.
Spicy. Yep.
Oh, actually. Play Stitcher Supplier.
Okay.
Oh, there's a Croxa.
Wow. Must be
Well, in that case, I don't have to sack the supplier, so I'll deadly dispute the blood token.
Okay.
So I'll draw 2, and then I'll get a treasure.
Okay.
Gotta get my artifact tokens straight here.
Yeah. Yeah, this would be a rough one for you to bring to your local shop. Forget all your tokens.
And then I'll attack for 1,
16.
and then I'll pass the turn.
Okay. And a draw. All right, I'll play this and I'll pass to you.
Attack for 2.
Take it.
You're at 14.
Yep.
I will Thoughtseize you.
You jerk. Yeah, that sucks. All right.
Made it 18. You have eliminate, search, dig. So obviously I could just take the eliminate and jam my Croxa. 'Cause I have a land.
Yeah, that's the whole reason I didn't play search is because I figured you were just going to go Croxa and then I discard the 4th card and then dig. But the Thoughtseize complicated it.
Yeah. The problem is, like, if I just take the eliminate, dig is probably going to find an answer to this Croxa.
Probably.
And then you're up another card. So I could just take the dig. You'll probably discard land of the Croxa, eliminate it, then untap and have search. And then, you know, it's sort of a race, like how fast can I Croxa again? And I'm 3 cards away from that, which is not too difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just going to take the dig.
Okay. I don't blame you.
And I guess I could just not Croxa here. I could just like buy Luris because
Also reasonable.
but you're just gonna have the eliminate up next turn. It's kind of a tough spot.
That is, yeah, it is interesting.
I almost want to buy Luris and then next turn like play Luris into, you know, Blood Tithe Harvester or Croxa, force you to use the eliminate on that, and then Croxa you.
It's kind of spicy.
That seems pretty good to me. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy Luris.
Okay.
Pass.
Yeah, I don't really want to eliminate any of those cards, so...
Yeah, I have 14 for you, 18 for me. Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, I probably just want to play search and say go. Four, 5, 6. All right. Past you.
Attack for 2.
Take it. 12.
Lay this Luris into the drown you just drew.
Nope, not a drowned. Yeah, it resolves.
Okay, then I will play Blood Tithe Harvester and get a blood token.
Okay.
And then pass the turn.
All right. Eliminate Luris. Done?
Yep. And you're on 5 cards there.
Yep. Upkeep. I'll clean Croxa. That's a spicy top deck.
Wow.
I guess I want to cling with... Yeah, I want to cling with that. So I'll gain 3.
15.
15. I will put basically anything into the graveyard. Flip. And draw. Now I still got a battlefield to deal with.
Surprised you didn't play the land last turn if you knew you had cling for the Croxa.
Yeah, well, I was thinking if you brought back Croxa, then I needed something to discard. So maybe a mistake.
maybe I draw something that makes me want to change my play.
Yeah, it was a tough one. All right, I'm just gonna play this and pass.
If I like draw another Thoughtseize,
Yeah, then I'm gonna draw another Thoughtseize. Then I think I just take Croxa immediately. But
yeah, then you do. Yeah. Interesting. I'm gonna sack this blood token, discarding Blood Tithe Harvester.
Okay. That's scary.
Then I will attempt to claim Blood Tithe Harvester.
Okay.
That gets me a blood token.
Sure.
Now I will fame the new Blood Tithe Harvester.
Okay.
Attack for 10.
8, right? Or no, the
okay,
fame,
yeah.
yep. Okay, I'll take it. I'm down to 5. Dang, that was sweet.
I assume the sweeper in your deck is Extinction Event.
I don't know.
Pretty sure it is. Which makes me kind of want to just jam this. But I could just throw it away to the blood. Nah, I'll jam.
NBA jam?
Plain Epicure.
All right, come on, Languish. Done?
Yep.
End step, activate. Okay, did hit it. Keep myself alive at least. A draw. Yeah, deeply regretting not playing that land because I would have been able to do a little bit better play. Okay, you. This is a bit of a liability, but I think it's worth it. Each player draws.
Just draw and discard.
Draw, discard. Yep.
Oh my god, that's the one I wanted to draw.
I'll get rid of Thoughtseize. Yeah, we'll get rid of the evens. And I'll pass to you.
Obviously. Sack, discard this land.
You got a lot of things you can find, though.
Sack, discard this Fatal Push.
Okay.
Attack you for 3.
Yep, down to 2.
Play a Croxa.
Yeah, I'm dead. Dang it. Dang it. Yeah, it would have even been tough to stabilize there. Like, I was going to be able to cling and activate his Kanta, so I was like, had the board stable, but anything that you put over it is going to be a tipping point. So, yeah, that was impressive. That claim fame term was awesome to add some extra damage, and the fact that you got to get rid of all those useless cards with the bloods. Like, the blood tokens were just good.
Yeah, blood tokens are just good.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned. These, I actually had Villarn Epicure as my underrated card from the set.
Yeah. Yeah, anything. I mean, we've seen it so many times.
1-mana cards with lots of text.
Yeah, anytime a 1-mana card puts in any material onto the battlefield, it's usually pretty awesome. There's going to be some cards that can take advantage of it, and that card's no different. So, all right, that does it for the first game. We're going to head to the sideboard and see what we got. Don't go anywhere. All right, everybody, welcome back to sideboarding between Dimir Control and Rakdos Aggro. From my end, taking out some of the cards that are kind of awkward. Days Undoing. Obviously insane with Narset, but the chances that I combine that combo is pretty low. Search for his Kanta, although it was kind of poised to take over that last game, really bad when you got a bunch of go blanks. And overall, just not the best card anymore. I think Magic has surpassed Search being like that end-all be-all like it used to be. It's too slow now. Then taking out one Shark, I have plenty more, and I just really wanted to upgrade my removal pieces. A nice answer to Croxa. This would have solved a lot of problems for me last game instead of Extinction Event. So I'm also wondering why there's no Languish or anything. But, this person probably massaged the numbers, so I won't question him too much. And then one Kalidas, excellent against your deck, I imagine. Yeah. So.
And then on my side, pretty classic anti-control strategy. Take out your removal, bring in a bunch of discard.
Yep.
In this case, Fatal Push is obviously horrendous. The one Fiery Temper, we basically saw its best possible mode in game 1, where I'm able to cleanly answer a Narset while discarding it to a blood token. That's not going to happen too often. It's generally just going to sit in my hand and maybe be a bolt to the face. so it can easily get cut. I have another Angrass Rampage I could bring in. There's already 2 Dreadbores in the main, so I'm leaving in 3 removal spells for your Kalitas, your Thing in the Ices, your handful of Planeswalkers. Maybe I want a 4th. We might adjust, but I've got a ton of discard too, so I can just strip them out of your hand a lot of the time.
Cards,
and Claim to Fame helps me pressure Planeswalkers with haste threats. So I'm not solely reliant on having one of my direct answers to Planeswalkers.
Yeah. That deck looks really cool, and it's kind of shocking to me that it's not an Arcanist deck, but you have to build your deck in such a way when you have Arcanist decks. You really have to change the dynamic of your deck, and these kind of like dirtily Arcanist, Thoughtseize you on 1, Thoughtseize you on 3 kind of things can be good in some games, but I like the pressure because that's good every game against, a lot of decks.
Yeah.
So I'd be interested to see how it lines up against Phoenix, but I'm sure with all these challenges that were won, had to have done decent against them,
Four go blanks in your 75 is going to be pretty good against them.
It is good against them, but it's not always the catch-all be-all, But, yeah. And that deck has a good Phoenix matchup. Sign me up. I want to give it a shot. That's a sweet one.
And, your Croxes are hard for them to deal with.
Yeah.
Because it survives Lightning Axe.
Yes, that's a good point.
You have 4 Fatal Pushes as clean answers to Thing in the Ice.
Yeah. Yeah, Thing in the Ice, bouncing Croxa is like one of the clean answers. Yeah. But yeah, when you can deal with that seems sweet to me. Okay, I'll be on the play. And my hand is not amazing, but against Thoughtseize decks, I really like to just keep a lot of hands, so I will do that.
My hand is unplayable, seeing as I can't cast a single spell.
Excellent. We like that. Rob, you got a question at all?
I don't really at the moment.
Okay, cool. Empty queue. Everyone's just getting ready. They're brewing. Like, what decks am I going to play in Legacy with no Ragavan? And yeah, actually, that's the main concern for me. I don't know what I want to play in Philly now. I was going to play as a Delver. I got to figure it out now.
You just have to figure out what 4 other cards you're playing in your Is It Delver deck.
That's a good point. There are just good cards, right? I could just play Delver. That I had cut that card.
Delver, DRC, Murktide. You got 12 threats. Maybe there's like a 2 of that you need to add on top of that. To get the right threat density. You're probably not playing Gutshot anymore. Play a different red removal spell.
True. Just like blue Pyroblast. Okay, solved it. We did it.
Chain Lightning maybe, because that answers a DRC that has,
Chain Lightning. Well,
they've played Chain Lightning before.
All right.
I can't believe you're the one playing Legacy.
Well, it's a Legacy event in Philly. It's an open... Like, you play Modern one day, you play Legacy another day. Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot there was a Legacy event there. I thought you were talking about the team one. I was like...
The team one, I'll be playing some Modern. Yeah, that's for sure. We got Ely Cassis on Legacy duty. He's old, so he's got to play the old format.
Not a very good hand.
Okay, well, you might as well mull to 5. It worked well for you last time. My hand has a lot of cards that I do not expect to be like the power level of this format, but here we are. Pass to you.
Blightstep Pathway, thoughts?
You have a 1 mana hand disruption? How lucky. Okay, I got a lot of cards. That are all very medium, except that good card.
This game is going to go on for a while based on my hand, so I'm just kind of trying to take best card. Erebos' Intervention is surprisingly good with the exile effect.
Yeah.
And Thassa's Intervention, can be a 2-for-1 as well, but I can't imagine them being better than Dig.
Okay.
So let's just take that one.
Alrighty, done?
I'm at 18. Maybe with 4 go blanks, I'm supposed to try to draw into one of those. That's
maybe.
Something.
Alright, I'll play this land. I'll give you some perfect info.
Den of the Bugbear, 2/2 haste.
Oh yeah, this game's gonna go on a while. Crunch.
You're at 18.
18 all.
You're up.
Got a 1 tip, a draw. I'll play this, and I will pass to you.
Good one for 2.
Okay, 16.
So it's twice X, right? When you counter it.
So I have a quench. I have a 3 mana quench. And I can kill a 2/2. Can Selendi Vision. I got all kinds of options.
And I'm just going to play Mountain and buy Luris.
Okay.
You're up.
I will Selendi. Top 6 for spells. Do I have to reveal those spells? Yeah. Probably.
Whenever there's a restriction, you have to reveal. Otherwise,
okay.
You could way too easily cheat.
Yep, that's fair. Well. Revealing Drown in the Loch to you is kind of brutal because you can just play around it with such a small graveyard. So I think instead I will just pick a Heartless Act. Throw that in here. Draw that. Play that. And pass to you. We're just going to be a little patient here.
Okay, I got a Fable Passage. I'll get in for 2.
14.
I will then play a Blood Tithe Harvester.
The Harvester, eh? Yep, sure. Don't want to counter that one.
Blood token and pass.
All right, I'll sack this. Get the swamp. All right, and then I will Thassus. Just take the draw 2.
Yep.
Untap, draw. Well. Interesting. All right, I'm going to start with a Consider.
Yep.
I don't want that. I'll draw. Did hit what I wanted there, so then I'll take 2 an Extinction Event.
Brings you to 12.
Yep.
I will respond cracking Fable Passage.
Okay.
I'm going to get a Swamp, and I'm going to Deadly Dispute the Adversary.
That's a nice one.
You have 3 unknowns right there?
Yeah.
For now.
For now.
Yeah, Deadly Dispute Adversary, draw 2.
Okay.
Get a blood, or not a blood token, get a treasure.
Yep.
And then naming even again.
I'll name even. Pass to you.
Oh, now we've got some options.
Yeah, I bet. I bet.
And
yeah, that deck is cool. I've been overly impressed.
I am inclined to play Castle and claim this adversary.
Okay.
And now I could Thoughtseize Corey, or I could Deadly Dispute like the blood token.
Yeah.
Both are kind of tempting. Though I'm kind of inclined to Thoughtseize. Yeah, I'm going to Thoughtseize you.
Okay. I got cards.
Uh,
I got cards. And then this will have a counter, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That's a pretty good hand.
Yeah, not bad.
It's going to put me to 16. If that is your hand...
Well, it is.
I am inclined to just take the unique card in Shark Typhoon, maybe. Could also just take the Drown. It's got to be one of those two.
Yeah, I think it's one of these. That would make sense.
The Drown is going to be helpful with my Luris, but the Shark is really good against me. I don't have an answer to a Shark. If you draw land and just make a 4/4, I'm like kind of dead. I've got to take the Shark.
Okay.
And now, do I just blow the Fame to deal you 2 damage? Not doing anything else with the mana. Got a pretty good amount of mana. Yeah, let's just cash it in.
Put me to 7?
Yeah, get him for 5. You go to 7.
All right.
Pass the turn.
Not bad. I can't drown your Luris, so that's something.
Yeah, there's nothing for me to get back.
Yeah, that's fair.
If you kill this, so there is something for me to get back, then you can drown it.
That's true. All right, pass to you. Actually, maybe I want to. I'm going to do this while you're tapped because I do not want you to stop it. So I'll gain 3.
So that puts you to 10.
Yep. Turn it off. Okay. It is off.
Somebody's mic was popping. I don't know whose it was.
Okay. I'm turning it back on. How do I sound? Mic check. Mic check 1, 2 for Rob. Uh-oh. Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, all good. All good. I'll just yell over into Ross's mic. All right, you got 3 removal spells. Can you beat them?
I think so.
Yeah, I think you can too. I feel pretty like, what am I gonna do unless I like chain together dig through times or sharks or something? It feels bad for me. Should I try it again?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of think I just do it that way.
And I just love that you get to play both of those.
Yeah.
You don't play Mutavault, right?
No, you
Yeah.
have some, and I think too. So there's a lot of utility lands.
I like it.
Oh god, I have so many options. I'm just. I guess we're definitely playing that.
Okay.
The question is which card I want to let Corey answer.
You're just stalling for the mic, right?
Yep,
Nice. Knew it.
that's exactly what I'm doing. Okay, I am going to claim the Bloodthirsty Adversary.
Should be back on.
Mic check.
It's very annoying when you showed me the second Erebos' intervention.
Yeah.
So I was planning to take that with the Thoughtseize. Had a lot of graveyard stuff going on.
Yeah, I will just exile it. Just it.
You're gonna leave the dispute?
I think so, yep.
Okay. I'll play Bloodthirsty Adversary and cast the dispute.
Sure.
Sack the blood. Draw 2. Get a treasure.
I need to keep it there so I can counter Luris, but that card's just incredible in that deck.
I've already played a land.
All right. Well, this one feels better at least. Mic check. Mic check 1, 2.
Attacking for 3. That'll put you to 7.
It is on. Yep.
Then I'll sack the treasure for a red. Play an Epicure. You take 1.
Okay.
You go to 6. I get a blood.
Does that sound better, Rob?
And then I'll pass.
Okay. All right. All right. I feel like I cannot possibly win this game. I'll pass to you. I don't even think I could beat your den and your castle, even if you didn't have creatures right now.
Wow. I will Thoughtseize you.
Okay. Wow, I'm dead. Resolves.
I will take Drown in the Lock.
Okay.
Puts me to 14.
Yep.
I will go blank you.
Okay, I will remove that counter.
6 to 14.
Yeah, I don't think you have to worry. I think this game's going to be over pretty soon.
Let's sack the blood, discard Haunted Ridge,
Okay.
and attack you for 3.
Down to 3.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Well, I don't think that'll do it. Nope. Just have a Wrath, but
Let's have Luris and creature lands.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually a hasty Luris.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I kill these, you can Luris, play this, and then give it haste. You know, like you just had so much you can do. All right, well, let's play a pity game because
This is a game that didn't involve Croxa.
yeah,
It was a bloodthirsty adversary, and claim is a mono.
that is awesome. Yeah. Oh yeah, that might be the next deck I give a shot because that just looks like a blast.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love those Rakdos style decks. You know, that just have a lot of game to them. They have like a lot of synergies, but they can also just attack and block. You know, like that's the biggest thing because when you're all in on the graveyard, then like Rest in Peace wrecks you, and that deck does seem like it does get hurt by Rest in Peace, but not completely wrecked, I don't think. But
Yeah, and you've got some Phoebus Swarms in the sideboard.
yeah.
You can still grind with your with your blood tokens, making sure you don't flood your creature.
And do you
lands
just play
your
4
Deadly
dens or
I don't think it's 4 den.
like probably 3 or something? 3 and a hive.
1 hive and 1 hive, 2 castle. Where's den? 2 den.
2 den. Okay.
So
okay.
5 utility lands total. 2 den, 1 hive, 2 castle.
Okay, that seems about right. I maybe would try to squeeze in 1 more den if graveyard hate is prevalent.
Yeah.
Because den can really win on your own when people mulligan to graveyard hate. You know, a lot of decks will like power mulligan if they think it's like a Rakdos style shell. And then if you just den them, it's just like, yeah, good luck, you know. That is still Legion War Boss, you know, for 4 mana, and it's still pretty impressive.
Yeah. And against things like Rest in Peace and the hard graveyard hate, if you just trim down to like 1 claim fame, you know, your other cards that use the graveyard are still functional otherwise. You know, Bloodthirst Adversary is still a 2/2 haste, sometimes bigger. You can still sink mana into it and get counters on it.
That's a good point.
Prox is still trading for a card.
Yeah.
And when your cards get made worse, you can always turn them into new cards with blood tokens.
Yeah, that's the nice thing too, is like I've had claim fames up against Leyline or Rest in Peace, and it's just like that is an uncastable piece of cardboard. It does nothing anymore, you know, like, but being able to just blood those away seems awesome. Okay, I'll keep in this little pity game we got going here.
Also of note, I've mulliganed 3 times in 2 games.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to mulligan a 4th time because my hand is no red mana, 3 red cards.
Okay.
I can cast a Duress on turn 1.
Yeah,
If I
there
rip
you
a
go.
red source, my hand is fine. It's just like playing some creatures though and not doing a whole lot else. Yeah, I'm going to mulligan that hand.
Okay. I am going to keep, but all my hands kind of look the same. They're all pretty mopey, pretty medium. And like Control, I think in the early stages of a format, when people are starting to look in it again, I think can be very powerful because decks are unfocused. They don't know, you know, they usually have a lot more removal because you just think you got to kill something and you get to take advantage of it that way. But I don't think we're in that early stage anymore. Decks are starting to look really good.
Yeah.
Like every week we're getting a new deck that's getting supercharged or upgraded. And, you know, it just, what that yells to me is people are actually focusing on the format again.
Definitely. And even the aggressive decks can grind. You know, this deck can grind. Is it Phoenix, of course? You know, as a ton of card draw.
Yeah.
The humans decks all have some form of resilience, whether it's Collected Company or Luris and the Orzhov humans deck.
Yep.
You know, Heroic has Luris as well.
Yep.
So they all have ways to help play through your removal.
That's true. And that's one reason why I don't love a deck that just has all removal and it's just like removal and planeswalkers. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't.
Okay. I will go to 18 and dress you.
Okay. I got these.
I will...
That was some contemplation to holding fetid pools in case you rip my hand apart and I'd have something to cycle, but I deemed it not worth it. Mic sound better there, Rob? Yeah. Okay, perfect.
I mean, I have a 2-drop that I want to play, so I'm sort of inclined to take the Fatal Push, but then I'm a little weak to the Sorin.
Yeah, Sorin could be good.
So I feel like I'm just fine trading cards. Like I've won attrition games against you, so yeah, I'm just going to take the Sorin.
Okay.
So I'm at 18, you're still at 20.
All right, I got a land and I'll pass to you.
Now there's no reason to... Well, I wish I'd played this differently. Classic. I will just play a Croxa.
Ooh, I can fatal push that on the stack. Excellent. Yeah, that's fine. I think I'm just gonna get rid of Slendy Vision.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Playing a Narset next turn.
Yep. All right. Yeah, I already got the card advantage, so I'm gonna play that. Activate. And nothing too exciting there. I'm gonna take one of these cards. I think I'll just take Consider and pass to you.
Well, now I...
Well, it's better than me following it up with a Sorin. That'd be pretty good against you.
I mean, it just means I just got massively punished for not taking the Fatal Push.
Excellent.
Then I would have just had Blood Tithe Harvester for that turn. Your Narset doesn't look nearly as good.
Yeah.
You probably don't even play it. You probably hold up Selendi Vision here.
Yeah, might have.
Because I wouldn't have Croxed you. But then I just pitched the Crox into the Blood.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
And now I think I've played towards an attrition-oriented game, so I've got to keep being consistent. So I'll play a tapped land and Angarth Rampage for Planeswalker.
Okay.
And then pass the turn.
Not bad. Yeah, 2-for-1s I'm usually fine with, but yeah, like you said, your deck is just kind of grinding me out. So, I could consider right now to maybe hit another Narset. Not bad, I guess. Nah, I'll just play Swamp and pass to you.
I will Thoughtseize you.
I'll respond by drawing 2. Here they are.
I will take the Narset.
Okay.
Puts me to 16.
Yep.
Then I will play...
Dang it, I would have considered it a Narset.
Let's play Blightstep Pathway and go blank.
I'm blank.
Normally, I would if I knew everything was resolving, if like Corey's tapped out, I would go blank first and then Thoughtseize. But I didn't want the go blank to get countered.
Yep.
By a drown, so I Thoughtseized first.
I think I want to get rid of these and just keep Consider and push. Like I got to deal with Crocs eventually. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Brutal. Usually these kind of games, when it's not go blank, you have that option of just. Oh, that's interesting. I'll pass to you. You have that option to just, top deck a dig and be right back in the game, but...
Yeah, I'll go blank you again.
Okay. I will, in response, consider. I'll bin that. Draw. Oh, cute.
Wow.
Consider. Bin that. Draw. Okay. I'm blank.
Turn.
I'm blank. Yeah, I'll pass to you. Oh wait, you have Crocs. Okay, I can't bluff.
And so I think it's just Crocs time.
Yeah, don't blame you. Okay, I'll take it. 17.
And pass the turn.
Come on, spells. Pretty awkward. I'll pass to you.
Declare tax.
Yep.
Trigger.
All right. Trigger on the stack. I'll give it -4/-4. Gain 4. So I'll go to 21, but then I'll go down to 18 with the trigger.
Yep. And then block.
Yep.
I will play Blood Tithe Harvester, get a blood.
Okay.
And just buy Luris.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
All right. Untap, draw. All right, I'll play Sorin. I don't know what I want to do with it yet, though. I could get a blocker and do some chumping. I almost think I just have to flip it. Otherwise, I'm screwed. Yeah, the Sorin is not exactly on time. know you just have Lurrus. All right, I'll make a vampire. The odds I hit a 1-drop are so bad that I don't think it's worth it. All right, and then I'll pass to you. This is a 2/3.
Okay, come on, any creature, anything that makes a blood token.
Yeah, so you can kill it here, huh?
Well, that would be really cool here.
Yeah.
But you have Thing in the Ice, which makes it not good.
Less cool. Okay.
This is a 2/3 with lifelink, right?
Yep.
So, we just had Heptagon donate 1,000 bits.
Okay.
Message.
Heptagon.
So let's see what y'all think about this one. Now announcing the Heptagon challenge. The winner of match 3 will receive a direct payment through PayPal for $300 for whoever wins.
Wow. Okay, Heptagon. That is one heck of a challenge. Thanks, buddy. All right, we'll take that as a challenge. What's our third match? God, I hope it's good for me.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Wow, Heptagon's the best. Thank you for that donation, buddy. We love you, Phil.
I'm gonna give this vampire -2/-2.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna play Lurrus, play Harvester.
Okay.
Get another blood.
Okay.
And attack. I think I'm gonna attack the Sorin.
Okay. So I'll go to 15. And I guess I'll block with my little creature.
And then I'll pass.
Okay. That could have been worse. I would have hit. I would have hit. Okay, well, that sucks. All right, I'll look at the top. I'll reveal.
You go to 13.
Yep. Now it's all pretty awkward since thing is gonna trigger. But I mean, I kind of have to bounce these things, otherwise I'm in a lot of trouble. So, yeah, I'll eliminate. It doesn't matter. So I'll go back to your hand, and then I'll attack.
I go to 9.
Okay, and then, yeah, I'll pass to you. That is a Heptagon challenge right there. Heptagon always keeping it interesting, huh, Rob?
Yeah, trying.
God, I'm at exactly 9.
It's a wild game.
Yeah, I'd say.
As far as the marbles go, it won't matter. You already won this match, so we'll be playing for all the marbles and glory and Heptagon prop bets.
I have just a ridiculous number of options.
Oh, I bet. That seems like a deck, too, that, like, the more you play, the better you get with it. So the more it rewards you, like, as you learn plays while you're going and stuff, and then it just becomes insane.
I'm going to start with Croxa.
Okay. Yeah, that sucks. I'll discard.
And then I will play Harvester and Archfiend's Vessel.
Okay.
The previous turn, I could have pitched Vessel to a blood, played Lurrus, played Vessel, gotten a 5/5. Like,
Pretty cool.
against the Awoken Horror, not so good.
Yeah.
I'll pass the turn.
All right. I'll draw. I know you have Lurrus. Don't think this 2/3 flyer. What are you at?
I'm at 9.
9. Okay. Don't think a 2/3 flyer is gonna do me much here, so I'll tick up. I'll look and
Is it dig through time?
no. And I'm at 13.
Yeah.
Okay. You're at 9, huh? Well, this is awkward. I mean, I guess, whatever. I'll take it.
You go to 9.
Yep. It's just not even that good. Like, I can't really name odd and then, like, attack. I guess I can. So you can give it -6, -6, huh?
Yep.
I guess it does keep Soren intact. Huh. I guess I will pass the turn.
Okay. Wow.
It's like the whole ball is in your court, though. Like,
I will Thoughtseize you.
okay.
Puts me to 7.
7, yep. I wanted to keep Watery Grave in hand in case you went Lurrus Croxa. Then I had a nice extinction event, but kind of punished.
I am going to go to 5 and Lurrus Croxa you.
Okay.
So you go to 6.
Yep, I got a 6.
5 to 6. Pass the turn.
Okay. Yeah, once again, I don't think I'm in a boat where the 2/3 would do much. I think I have to do better. So yeah, tick up. Show me the money. I'll take it. All right, I'll go like this and play a thing in the garbage, and I'll pass to you. Feel like I had to hit there.
Yeah, Scenario Dead. I've claimed plus Lurrus and Croxa.
Yeah, just hit me for twice. Yep.
Yep.
All right, GG's. That deck looked awesome. It just felt like I wasn't even playing the same format. You know, it honestly felt like I was playing Standard and you were playing Extended. Extended. Got all that talk from Extended. And you were playing Modern, and your deck was just firing on so many different cylinders, and I'm doing the one thing, you know? And I think I've harped on the show a lot, is the decks that do this kind of one narrow thing just usually aren't good enough. You got to be really dynamic. And
there's just so much incidental card advantage built up in this deck that I'm able to stay with you into the long game.
Yeah.
But the only difference is I'm dealing you damage the entire time.
Yes.
You know, and
you know what that deck really reminded me a lot of? Grixis Death Shadow. It's a lot of those things where you're ripping apart their hand. You're still able to pressure them. You have early threats that matter. You have a late game that's robust, and then you have Lurrus as your failsafe. It's Grixis Death Shadow in Pioneer. Yes, I have a deck I want to play in Pioneer then.
Yeah, it really does. It feels like a deck that can play both an aggressive game and a controlling game.
Yeah.
Which is really difficult to do.
Because that's the thing is, like, I said it for so long with Grixis Death Shadow, is up against blue-white control, I become the control deck. You know, and everyone's like, no, that's crazy. That's a good matchup for blue-white control. It's like, it wasn't. That's what happened. And that kind of felt like the same thing. I was the control deck, but I felt completely out of control.
Yeah, and the one game that you came close to winning was a game where you had a thing in the ice and actually became more aggressive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the sitting back and just trying to answer threats, I guess, doesn't work too well, huh?
Yeah, you need to... I imagine you would be better off as Azorius with a bunch of exile-based removal, right?
Yeah.
You know, you can start like seal awaying things and doing that stuff, and that limits my graveyard interaction. But yeah, even through the Erebos' interventions and things like that, I was able to really put a hurting on you. This deck is awesome.
Yeah. I'm in to try that one out. You should try it as well. We're going to take a short break, and then I guess we have one heck of a third match. We're entering the Heptagon Arena here after this. So thank you for that donation there, Heptagon, and we will take a 5-minute break, and then we'll be right back with our round number 3 here on Versus Live.
Hello and welcome back to Versus Live. I'm Ross Merriam.
And I'm Tryhard Corey for this match.
And we've got Rob in the booth say, doesn't matter how hard you try. In the end, it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter how hard you try. In the end, it doesn't really matter.
That's true. That's true. Listen to a lot of Linkin Park, and that has been true through my life. Yeah.
Rob will be taking all of your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games so he can see them and send his favorites over to us. We are wrapping up our second show back exploring Pioneer, having a great time with it.
Yeah.
Really, there's just a lot of decks to get through, a lot of things to look at, and I think we've saved one of the most powerful decks in the format for the end here, the deck that you're playing in this match, Naya Wynota, getting retooled with all of these werewolves.
Yeah, werewolves, you just have, you can either play that really strong game of Wynota on turn 3 and, hit the 6-drop and really go to town, or you know what, just like, you have 9 elves, so you can just cast this on turn 4 as a plan B, as well as Azika Chariot for a plan B. So this deck just kind of turned into a Naya mid-range deck that also just has a very robust over-the-top combo. Let's just see if it still functions. I haven't played this one yet.
It got a lot, got a lot more powerful hits, I think. So now and those cards are good standalone cards. And the biggest one to me is actually Brutal Cathar. So now your Wynota triggers can hit removal spells.
Yeah.
And those Brutal Cathars are indestructible that turn, so you don't have to worry about immediately losing them in combat.
That's a good point.
And so it makes it really difficult to know how much you need to leave back against a Wynota attack.
And you know what's even cuter? The backside of Brutal Cathar triggers Wynota.
Yeah, all the backside's the ones that transform.
Yeah.
Then they trigger.
That's kind of messed up.
It is messed up.
Yeah. And what are you going to be playing against me?
I'm going to be playing another.
This is a high-stakes match.
Yeah. I'm going to be playing another deck that got some recent additions. This is Orzhov Vampires. The deck used to be mono black.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a familiar deck, but they play a couple copies of Edgar now in the main. Card is very powerful.
Yeah.
And then the White Splash also enables a couple Blood Barons in the sideboard. A couple other good sideboard cards. Deafening Silence we've seen be so good against Is It Phoenix. There's also the classic Light of Hope here because apparently there's just no disenchants in Pioneer.
Yeah.
Just easy to do to the mana base. Your mana gets slightly worse.
Yeah.
But still very easy to do. You don't have to give up any of your utility lands to get the White Splash there, and just an improvement on the deck. And usually I would say Vampires is pretty good against creature decks, right? Yep. You're drawing a lot of cards, you got a lot of removal, you have life gain in a lot of places, but this Wynota deck is so over the top powerful that I'm pretty scared. Yeah,
and I think you're great against creature decks, but there's certain cards you're not great against, and that's the Grave Titans and Azika's Chariot. These cards that just kind of go wide on you. And luckily I threw the last match, so now I can go first. Let's go. Enter the Heptagon Arena here. All right, GL
indeed.
Come on. Oh, no. Do I have to mulligan to start? Yeah, I think so. It's too risky. Just the one land. If I hit a second land, I'm snapping this off for sure, but boo. Boo. On the draw, I'd keep that too, so that maybe I got punished. I got punished by losing last round.
I'll keep.
Never lucky. Never lucky, chat. All right, let's try this again. Down to 6. All right. Okay, this is a keeper. Nothing amazing. But let's get rid of this basic plains. And I'll start with a layer and an Elvish Mystic. Ramp.
I will start with Hive and Knight of the Ebon Legion.
Okay. Now let's go with Selfless Spirit, do some protecting, and a lawnmower. Pass to you.
Okay. I will start with a Thoughtseize.
All right, gotcha. My hand was so bad, it didn't matter.
I'm at 18.
Yep. And Wynota Rider's right here. It'd be a nice Wynota. 2 triggers. I'd like to see it.
I
think Heptagon would like to see it too.
I will attack for 1.
Yep. 19.
Play this tapped.
Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun. I'll take an Azika's Chariot. I'm not too picky. Okay. attack come into play.
15.
Pass to you. Now, here's the Winota. That was pretty sweet. Let's go, chat. Let's go. 19 to 15. Chariot's actually pretty tough for you to deal with just because like most of your instant speed removal is Fatal Push. So if you don't have like a Fabled Passage, which I doubt that deck plays, you kind of can't kill it.
Yeah, that is true.
You can like land go, I guess, but it's not too exciting. But you especially can't kill it when I got the old Spirit here to hang out. Are you just going to stall until we're 0-0-0?
No, I think my chance of winning this game involves jamming this Kalitas. So I will
Okay.
Sorin into it. Going to be hard for me to protect this Sorin anyway, so I think getting the tempo out of it makes sense. Then I'll pass.
Kalita seems good. All right, how about just Winota? Let's close this game. Okay. Wow. Alcaru. Crunch. Copy. Talk about a called shot. Whew. He jukes and he dishes up the clip of the day to Rob.
I was going to say, not going to get much easier than that one.
Are these all attacking me, or?
Yeah, I think we're all coming at you, and, well, guess we could
Selfless
go.
Spirit of the Sorin.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe let's go the Selfless Spirit to the Sorin, and these all to you. 5 triggers? Was this 6?
Yeah, top 6.
And it's non-human? Or it's
you gotta
human?
get humans.
Okay. 4, 5, 6. Ooh. They're both so good. I don't know if you can beat either or.
I mean, if you just hit 2 Brutal Cathars, I lose.
You
so,
lose immediately?
yeah.
All right. I'll take Brutal Cathar. All right. And
Now, actually, if you just hit creatures, I'm dead.
well,
Because you've already got 4, 5, 6, 10, 11. You need 4 power in
Brick.
these next 3 hits.
I bricked that one, so those are done. 3
4
hits.
power or a Brutal Cathar will do it.
All right. How about that?
Yeah.
Corey, Tana would like me to ask you for the lottery numbers.
Lottery numbers? Yeah, no kidding. Talk about some called
Just
shots.
got turn 4 killed through turn 1 creature, turn 2 Thoughtseize you, turn 3 Sorin put in Kalitas.
And I mulliganed.
Yeah.
Talk about keeping garbage in your... I mean, that's the best way to play against Thoughtseize decks, is just have all your good cards be on the top. You can't Thoughtseize the top of the deck, chat. Get it right.
That was my curve on the draw, and I died on turn 4 with no non-land permanents.
All right, in match 3 of Versus Live, aka the Heptagon Open for today, I take a 1-0 lead. We're going to head to the sideboard and see if I can keep walking on water like that, because that was awesome. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to Korea's Luxac Live. We are sideboarding here in our matchup between Orzhov Vampires and Unbeatable Winota.
What if someone's watching this right now on YouTube? It's not me getting lucky live, you know, it's pre-recorded Corey luck.
But it was live.
Okay.
Still live
sure.
in spirit.
Sure.
My reactions are certainly live.
Yeah, I mean, you can't change the branding. Match 3 is the Heptagon Open live, you know? I mean, so, yeah, sorry, you can't change that.
Well, on my side, bring in some extra removal in the last Fatal Push and Legion's End. Also going to swap a couple of the Champion of Dusks out for Blood Baron of Viscopas. Blood Baron actually quite good in the matchup here.
I'm shocked by that.
Yeah, contains most everything except for Chariot and Huntmaster.
Oh, and it's not very good against me putting 47 power into play on one turn.
Well, you couldn't have Brutal Cathar this one.
That's true. That's why we got the old Mortems.
Cutting Sorin the Mirthless, just the plus is too much of a liability against an aggressive deck, and the -2 is not very impactful. I decided to trim 1 Thoughtseize. I basically want to draw exactly one of them over the course of the game, but no more. And I'm not going to usually fire it off immediately. I'm going to fire it off the turn before Corey has 4 mana.
Yeah, and then it'll still be on top, so it doesn't matter. So
well, hopefully things go a little better.
Okay, so from my end, I'm bringing Mizium Mortars, which I don't think there's a real way that I overload this pretty consistently because I need to put all the pathways on usually non-red side, so that becomes a little tough, but still just being able to kill this, being able to kill this, being able to kill Kalitas is good enough. And then we'll bring in one more Skyclave for the same kind of duty. You know, Kalitas is something I just have to kill. And then just kind of taking out some one-ofs, the one random goose, you know, basically being a Lotus Petal. Because against you, I usually don't have time to be like, all right, make a food, you know, do that. And then taking out the one Eldritch Evolution, that might be a mistake, but then also Innkeeper, maybe it should just be 2 Innkeepers because it creates that Lotus Petal instead of being the Llanowar Elf that gets to always activate its mana, but here we are.
Just taking out the cards that are most bent on getting you the fast Winota.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, that's where you want to trim the Cyber games.
Yeah.
Your opponent's going to have more interaction.
Yeah.
That fast Winota game plan isn't going to work as reliably.
Yeah. Well, it still will if it's on the top of my deck when I need it instead of in my opening hand. That was insane. That was so sweet. Oh man. Well, I used up all my luck in that game. Let's hope I can squeak by here for this last one.
I think the trick to today has been mulliganing.
Yeah. Okay, start it off. Start it off.
No, I will be keeping.
Okay. This hand is kind of janky, but I'll keep.
I'm going to lead on a Castle Lochthwain.
Okay. All right. Garden, pass to you.
Hive of the Eye Tyrant, a Dusk Legion Zealot.
Oh boy.
Go to
Game
19.
over. Game over. Done.
Yep.
Okay. I will... I'll play this, and I'll play Prosperous Innkeeper, get a treasure, and pass to you.
I will start this turn with a Thoughtseize.
All right, well, you got some cards, and I need some land. I have magic cards.
I actually think the Chariot is more threatening than the
I
Winota.
really do.
So I will be taking the Chariot.
Yeah, because if I don't get a land, I basically don't want to do anything,
17.
which sucks.
And just in case you draw a land, I think I'm going to play Mutavault and Legion's End, the only thing that I can Legion's End.
Okay.
And then I'll attack for 1.
Okay,
So
I'll go to 19.
I'm at 17. Pass the turn.
All right, it worked before. Stomping Ground would be an awesome draw. Dang it. Yeah, and I don't even want to exile that. Yeah, pass the turn. That's what I was very much afraid of.
So have not been good draws. Fire up the Mutavault and attack for 3.
Woo! 16.
Play a tapped Godless Shrine and pass the turn.
Okay. It was 1 behind.
They're 14.
Yeah, and could just Winota here. Because I can't even Skyclave without using my treasure, which I don't want to do, to just get a Dust Legion Zealot. And then you can also Fatal Push it, which is pretty brutal. So, yeah, here's Winota. Pass to you.
That's interesting.
Did your hand get better all of a sudden?
Well, I finally got to 5 mana. So
Okay.
I can draw some cards.
Okay. Champion's
I'll draw
pretty good.
2, go to 15.
Okay.
And then I'll pass the turn.
All right. I'd like to change the creature type on Winota, if you don't mind. Well, I'm just gonna cast Tovlar, and it's day, and I'll pass to you. The back of this is okay. Don't play anything, and then let me attack. Okay? You cool with that?
Jesus. Well, I think we got to deal with the Tovolar, so let's play a Godless Shrine tapped.
Okay.
And the Sorin.
Okay.
And I will plus and throw the Dusk Legion Zealot at Tovolar.
And you gain 3, right?
Yeah, it puts me to 18.
Okay.
Then I'll pass the turn.
Lame. Draw. Well, if you have Fatal Push, it's already just going to be great against me. Don't think I can do too much to play around it. So yeah, I'm going to try to Brutal Cathar this.
Sure.
And I'll attack Sorin.
Sorin goes to 1.
Pass to you.
I will play Gifted Aetherborn.
Okay.
I will animate Mutavault.
Okay.
I'll plus Sorin, sack the Mutavault at the Cathar.
Yep.
I gain 3, take 2, so I gain 1 overall. So I'll be at 19 and draw 2.
Yep.
Then I will Thought Seize you.
All right.
Take your Mizium Mortars. I go to 17.
Okay.
Then I will play Knight of the Ebon Legion and a Hive. And on my end step, I lost 4 life, so the Knight will get a counter. 2 from Champion, 2 from Thoughtseize.
That you did. All right. I feel pretty behind, believe it or not. Yeah, I'm in a lot of trouble. That turned around quickly. Llanowar Elf, Yorgo. I like the first game a lot better.
So now things get a little interesting. I don't have an easy creature to just throw away to the Sorin to deal with the elf.
You leave Llanowar Elf alone.
The only thing I'm really afraid of is Tovolar's Huntmaster.
Yeah.
And I've got a pretty substantial attack this turn.
Yep.
So you're 14. This is an attack for 2, 4, 8, potentially 11, and then this actually pluses to kill you. So this attack is actually lethal.
Yeah, Vampires comes out of nowhere. Vampires comes out of nowhere.
So that makes this easy. I can just attack, and either you chump block or you trade away the Wynota.
Yeah, that makes sense. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 1 short.
Yeah, it's actually lethal without the Sorin because just double pump.
Yeah, all right. I'll block.
So these trade. You're going to take 4. I'll gain 2. So you're at 10. I'm at 19.
Yep.
Then I will play a Voldaren Estate.
Okay.
And a Blood Baron.
Okay.
And I'm going to put a counter on it just in case you draw the remaining Mizium Mortar.
Okay. I'm dead.
So this gets a counter on the answer.
Yep. GG. GG. That was a beatdown. I think I'm going to take out one of these Skyclaves. They did not look very good. I'll leave it.
You know, it did look good. Sorin.
Sorin?
Imperious Bloodlord.
That's a magic card.
Yeah, it is.
That is a magic card. All right. We'll bring in this. All right. Should we say, even if we play extra games, this one's for all of the marbles? Well, the marbles are the least.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, the marbles are the least important thing here.
All the marbles and more.
Yeah, this is all for the Heptagon Championship. We got to get a Heptagon trophy or something in here. All right, Rob, you got any questions? While we shuffle up for this very important game?
Yeah, I had a question about Winota moving toward a more mid-range, like other creature build than like Angrass Marauders and trying to go more combo. Do you think that there's like any viability to like the more combo-oriented, just like kill them in one attack, or is this just like where you always want to be with Winota?
it's tough because like the combo decks, like that is an incentive to just kill them, right? You know, but the combo decks also don't interact at instant speed. I'm mostly talking about the Ascendancy deck. So most of the time, Tovolar is still lethal. You know, that's a lot of damage already. And I like the mid-range plan. Like, it didn't work out there because I didn't get enough lands and stuff, but just being able to cast Tovolar, I like. And Marauders is a tough one to cast, and even if you cast it, it's not very good.
Yeah,
you know?
there's not enough combo in Pioneer for me to want to go that hard with my Winota deck.
Yeah.
Instead, there's a lot more interactive decks. There's control decks. There's
Yeah.
Phoenix that's filled with removal and card draw.
Yeah.
And plenty of other, even a deck like this that is grinding or
Yeah.
vampires. And then aggressive decks where the removal spells are important, and Tovolar's Huntmaster helps stabilize the battlefield.
Yep, I think you'd need a really focused metagame to want to make that shift.
Yes.
Would be
Chad
my
is
guess.
also reminding me that you cheated, Ross, apparently.
How's that?
Excellent. DQ'd.
Blood Baron has protection from black.
Oh, yeah, I can't put a counter on this
Oh,
form.
yeah. Well, judge's ruling. I believe this contest is over. Let's thank some subs. We're going to thank some... We'll let that one slide. I think you could have got it done without that
Yeah.
counter.
I
Yeah.
think I was going to be okay.
But I like that. Now, if you win, we still get to put an asterisk next to it, which is all that really matters. Just diminish your accomplishments as much as I can. That's my whole life goal, you know?
You got a lot of complaint equity now.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'll go first. GL,
Please mulligan again.
please don't let me mulligan. Maybe I should have mulligan last time. All right, I'll keep.
I'll keep as well.
Oh my god, the Battle of the Ages, and we just get both decent hands. I'll take 2. I got a Llanowar. Pass to you.
You're at 18. I will play a Grimclimb Pathway and a Knight
A knight? Oh yeah, okay.
of the Ebon Legion.
Yep. It's like, what creature do you even play on 1? All right. I'll take 2, and I will Brutal Cathar it.
You're at 16.
Pass to you. And it's day.
I'll play another Grimclimb Pathway and a Legion's End on the Elf.
All right. I got this.
Okay.
Done.
Yep.
Okay, so Eldritch is 2+, huh?
But you cannot get Azeka's Chariot.
But I can get King Ken. That would not be the worst, and that draw was not great. Is that the only 5-drop I have? That would make sense. Do I even have a 5-drop? Yeah, there's one Kenrith, probably for that exact same thing. It just used to be that was the only hit. The problem is your Knight of the Ebon Legion just trades with it. That's not great.
Just going to Knight.
Maybe. Maybe. Like, what do you even have to kill a Kenrith? Probably not much.
Swift End.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, I'll attack for 2.
18.
Go. Let's go tonight.
Wow. Godless Shrine tapped. Go.
Okay, I'll untap. A draw. All right, here's Winota.
Yep.
Attack! Oh, baby! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Tovolar. Oh.
I'll go to 15.
Tilt. Okay, pass to you. Tilt, tilt, tilt.
Okay, I will play a Mutavault and play Edgar.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right. All right.
Now it's a dicey attack with the 3/3.
Yeah, but you know I'm still gonna do it. Oh, that was good. That was actually pretty insane. Yeah, okay. I will play this Eldritch Evolution it. Get Skyclave. Bang. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Would you like to cut?
Nope.
Okay. Then I will attack. Trigger.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one was better. There's the king.
I'll take 12, go to 3.
All right. I'll pass to you. Day. I exile another creature of yours. You don't have one.
No, I'm just dead.
Yay! I had a
could,
bunch of Tovlars, but
I could play Knight and a land and have activate Mutavault, pump Knight after blocks, but I can only block 2 things, and
yeah,
that's at least 4 plus whatever Kenrith's doing.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, just the one missed drop. I had 1 drop, 2 drop, 4 drop, 5, but no 3.
Yeah,
and on the draw, like that was good enough.
Was just Kenrith on turn 3 or turn 4 like still a big problem for you?
Yeah, it would have been really good.
Yeah.
My opening hand was fine. My opening hand was this Champion, Knight, Legions, and 4 lands.
Yeah, that's
but
fine.
my draws from there were very bad.
Very bad, yeah.
Just 2 more lands and 2 more expensive cards when I just needed to draw interaction and a Sorin would have been fine. Sorin wouldn't have been that good.
Well, that's GG,
I
but
drew another Knight too.
oh yeah. Well, that's GG, but we do got time for a pity game at least. We got time for one more game, but I'll be taking those marbles, which are not the most important win for the show.
Yeah, it's a little bit clunky. Feels like from the Vampire side, which I think that's a function of all the other decks getting a lot better.
Yeah, and I mean the Vampires deck looks a lot different when you start with Sorin. Sorin into Champion is like what makes that deck messed up.
I'm kind of missing like a Heartless Act effect.
Yeah,
I want an instant speed removal spell that can kill big things.
Don't you have Swift End or?
Yeah, but it costs 3.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. Swift End just might not be good anymore because the body's not good. It's not even a vampire.
Yeah.
Like that card was only playable because you needed that effect in Standard. I think Swift End should go. I think there should be something else.
Maybe
now.
play like 1.
Maybe.
I think there's 3 in the deck.
But I agree. Like play some cheaper, better
There's
removal
2.
or something. All right, what do we got going on in chat, Rob? Is it all hooray, Corey did it, or are we all like, no, our champion Ross lost?
That's you just wouldn't know it was a messed up Magic card.
Yeah, that's pretty true. I think the main story of this match so far was just my outplaying you game 1. Like I think just really liked how I sequenced drawing my 2 best cards top to top. I think that was really skillful. Wouldn't you agree?
Todd was pointing out that Heartless Act was suggested in his build of vampires from his SCG article a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then he said, I'm smart.
I'm sport?
Smart.
Oh, smart. I thought that was like I'm esports, but not quite esports. Like I'm sport. Yeah, I'd like that. Yeah, once again, Todd was right. Should have listened to Todd. All right, let's play a pity game. Let's play one for funsies.
Okay, I'll lead on a castle.
Okay. Oh, this hand's loose, but you know what? Let's keep it. All right, I'll take 2. I'll play an Elvish. Pass to you.
I've got a Hive and a Gifted Aetherborn.
Oh, God.
You're up.
Okay. All right, I have a Skyclave. Get that out of there. Pass to you. Nothing bad could happen next turn. Nothing bad. And if you thought sees me, my hand's garbage, but this card's great. So we'll get that information out of the way right now, okay?
I mean, I have 2 plays, and they just both play around very different things.
Yeah. That's the tough part.
I think I have to try to beat the 4 drops, so I'll take the risk, I guess. I'll play Grim Climb, and I'll use Sorin to power out Kalidas.
Ooh. Okay.
You're up. So it was either play Sorin and be really dead to Zika's Chariot or Wynota, or do this and be really bad against Brutal Cathar or Apparition.
And I had the Apparition and nothing else. So So I'll take that. I'll take that here, and you for 2.
Obviously, I'm at 18.
I'll pass to you. But now my hand is great, and you got to respect it.
I will take 2 and play an Edgar.
Okay. You're at 16.
You're up.
So now I should have the 4 drops. Okay, well, I'm not doing it. My brag session is over because my hand is very bad. All right, so I'll get this. Then I will play Llanowar, gain 1.
You're at 21.
And pass the turn.
Attack for 4.
Yep, 17.
15. Then I will Thought Seize you.
I told you. Why didn't you listen to me?
I'll go to 14.
Oh, every time a Thoughtseize get cast, there's gasoline on top.
I'll play another Sorin, and I'll plus throwing the Edgar at the apparition that has a 4 under it.
Okay.
And then Edgar comes back transformed.
Yep. And then you get that at your upkeep, right?
Yep.
Okay. Done.
Yep.
What am I going to draw, Ross? Seems like a Winota turn,
and I
right?
gained 3. So
Yeah.
both at 17. You just have 2 red-green pathways.
Yeah. Seems like a Winota turn, though. Dang it. It didn't work this time. Go.
Okay, upkeep. I get a vampire. This gets a counter.
Yep.
Draw.
Yeah, my hand was Skyclave, Prosperous Innkeeper, 3 lands when you played that Sorin Kalitas. The only thing I was good against was that play.
I will attack for 4.
All right, I'll take it. This deck does not block well.
Go to 13.
Yep.
I will plus Sorin and throw the new vampire at the other Skyclave.
Okay.
Get a 2/2 illusion this time.
Yeah.
Gain 3 life.
And you got your 1/1, right? Or wait,
yeah, that's what I
that's
just
the one
threw.
you threw. Okay.
So I'm back up to 20. You're at 13.
Okay.
And then I will play Knight of the Ebon Legion. You lost 4, so end step it gets a counter.
All right. Now we need Winota or Tovlar might be okay. All right. Well, we got the Tovlar. All right. Here's that. So I'm going to gain 3. What do I got? Wolves. Here's those. Yeah, gain 3. I go to 16, and I'll pass to you.
End step, I'll activate Castle, lose 1, go to 19.
Okay.
Oh, you gain, you're at 16.
Yep, 1916. Don't play anything, please.
Upkeep, I get a vampire.
Yep. And now that's 2, right?
Yep.
I better give this one a read on the back. All right. That complicated things a little bit.
Yep. Well, I think we're going to keep trying to whittle down your board, so we'll throw the new vampire. This time it'll go at the innkeeper.
That's dead.
So I go to 22.
Yep.
Then I will attack with the knight.
Just the knight.
Yes.
Okay, so it's a 2/3. Don't have very many good blocks. Yeah, no blocks.
So I could get another counter on it, which is somewhat important because I'm
just trying to maximize my board in case I top deck Winota to still have it be good.
just to get out of Tovolar range, but you could just sort of transform it, I guess. I'll just have you take 2.
Okay.
You go
I'm
to
at 14.
Don't want it to get to knight, so I will fatal push a wolf token.
Okay.
And then pass the turn.
All right.
So what are you at, Ross?
I am at 22 and Corey's at 14.
I
Winota.
was confused. I thought you said you were 14.
Not a Winota, but it's a magic card. So I can't really attack with Tovlar because you can just trade for it. But I do think going tonight is worth it. It's not amazing. Yeah, I can't really attack outside of that. YOLO. All right, I'll play Chariot. I got cats.
Sure.
I got cats. I have a land that I'm going to play, give you the info, and I'll pass to you.
Okay, end step, I will draw a card and lose 2, so I go to 20.
Yep. And now Edgar wakes up from the coffin.
Yep, get another vampire, third counter, Edgar transforms.
Edgar's so awesome.
Yeah, it's so good with Soren, too.
Yep.
Draw.
Mm-hmm.
That is really good.
Uh-oh.
I will play a Mutavault.
Okay. I don't like you tapping a lot of mana.
I will play a Kalitas.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I will plus Soren, sacrificing Edgar to kill Llanowar elves.
Okay.
So I gain 3 and get a zombie.
Yeah.
Puts me to
23. Yeah. Yeah, Kalita's pretty strong there.
Yep. And then I will pass the turn.
Noob didn't even attack with your hasty vampire.
What vampire do I want to attack with?
You're flying one.
Oh, because it's Ben and I've, yeah. It's not like the...
Well, no, it gives it haste for whatever reason. Right?
No. So it's just remove the counters and transform it. But it's Ben on the battlefield.
Oh,
Also,
Edgar
it
can
doesn't
attack. Edgar can attack. I knew one of them could attack.
Yeah. But this doesn't fly.
True, but I just remember playing this deck in black-white, and I remember something could attack the turn it flips.
Yeah. Because it doesn't leave the battlefield.
Yeah.
So.
Well... I'm in a bit of trouble now.
Yeah, it feels like I'm pulling away. You need to find a Winota relatively soon.
Yeah, and I could, get some attacks in, but they're not great when you have Kalitas. I could find Mizzy Mortars. That's probably a good one. Yeah, that might be what I'm drawing to here.
That would be good.
Yeah, I think my whole goal is to just play as defensive as possible. Until that point, I either get Winota or Mizzy Mortars. So, all right, let's play Tovler. I'll pass to you.
Okay. Upkeep, I get a vampire.
Yep.
Okay, that's what I wanted.
Dang it! There's no room in this top deck war for 2 of us, okay?
Okay, let's throw the new vampire at the Elvish Mystic.
All right.
I will go to 26 and get a zombie.
Yep. Think I'm going to need it next turn, and I still might be dead.
I would also like to Legion's End your wolf tokens.
No. Okay.
And... pass the turn.
All right. Winota Rider, you there? Knock, knock. Who's there? It's not a Winota. Can't really attack.
I need whatever commander card lets me double activate planeswalkers.
I'll play this 6-drop.
Jesus.
It's not even that good. I mean, I guess I just start loading it up. You know what? I'm going to load up. I'm going to put 2 counters on a cat, and then I'll pass to you.
Okay. On your end step, I'll draw a card.
Yep.
I lose 2 to 24.
Yep. Oh, my last 4 draws have been Huntmaster, Chariot, Huntmaster, Caretaker, and I'm still going to lose.
Get a vampire, add a
Yeah,
counter.
Yeah. I've been doing the top decking thing with this deck pretty well, but I think there's only, well, now there's still 2 cards. Mizium Mortars and Winota. I think these are the only ones.
Interesting spot actually here. Very interesting spot.
Just concede. Just give it up. Rob's sick of adjusting these life totals. I got you, buddy.
Thanks. Glad you're looking out for me.
I got you.
The awkward thing is I really just want to make Winota not as much of a threat.
Well, duh. But can you do it?
I mean, that just means like killing your cat tokens.
Yeah. That's why I put 1 counter on, so you can
Yeah.
only kill the other.
So yeah, I'll kill the 2/2 cat token.
Okay.
Go to 27. And then
I think you still get a zombie off that, don't you? Or it's non-token,
yeah,
right?
it's-
Okay.
Then I'll play a Knight of the Ebon Legion.
Okay.
And then I will pass the turn.
What does this even do on the back? Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I also have to try to prepare for when Corey tries to go to Knight. I need to keep some spells back to make sure
Yeah.
I don't get bit.
Pass the turn.
On your end step, draw a card. This time losing 3.
Okay.
Puts me to 24.
Yep.
That was a good draw.
Oh. Flips.
I think I'm gonna have enough spells.
You think so?
Yeah. Seeing as I'm about to draw about 7 cards.
Wow.
I'll get a vampire. This will become an Edgar again.
Yeah.
I'll draw.
Oh, I forgot to put counters on something.
Oh, sure.
Whatever. It doesn't. Oh, I guess I'll put them here.
Yep. So I currently have 2, 4, 6. So I could just draw 7 right now. Could make it 8 by playing this Knight first. But I kind of just want my mana though. I think 7 cards is enough, and spending a mana on a Knight is not a great use of it. So let's -3 this Sorin and put in a champion. Draw 7.
Yeah, sure. Put you to 17?
Yep.
All right. I'm sure I'm doing fine this game.
I'll just play a swamp. Actually, no. I'll just play a castle.
Okay.
So I'm at 17.
Oh, it is another creature. It can't do it to itself. So chat's telling me.
Which card?
Oh, your 6-drop. It can't put counters.
Oh, okay. We'll go over there then. This isn't looking good.
I am just going to Legions and the cat token.
Hexproof.
What?
All my permanents have hexproof.
Yep.
Oh. Well, I guess we'll just cast spells then.
Okay.
I've played my land. Yeah, I will play a Dusk Legion Zealot. Go
Okay.
to 16.
16.
Play a Knight of the Ebon Legion.
Okay.
And then I have 8 cards in my hand.
Well, you at your end step?
Yeah.
Okay. End step. This will fight Kalidas.
It's a 9/9.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess not much I can do
Yeah.
there. I'll gain 3.
Okay.
Puts me to 19.
19. All right. Untap. These flip back.
Yeah, everything goes back.
Okay. Less cool. Less cool. Did you still have to discard?
Yeah, I'm just discarding a swamp.
Okay. I'll draw. Well, my draws have been still pretty solid, but I'm still going to lose. Let's go with... God, you just have so much. All right. Well, Brutal Cathar. I'll hit the illusion token.
Sure.
And... so much Death Touch. All kinds of stuff. All right. Then I'll play King Ken. And beginning of combat, I'll put counters here.
Yep.
And pass the turn. Still can't attack. Yeah, okay, I already put counters on. Just kill me. I want to be out of this nightmare board state.
You are allowed to concede at any time.
Never surrender, Rob. Never surrender.
I think you're dead.
Good.
On your end step.
Because I drew, like, complete fire, and I still didn't win this, you know? So
On your end step, I'll fatal push the cat token.
okay, that's a dead cat.
Draw.
Yep.
Play Voldarn Estate. Yeah, the Mutavault's up there. Okay. Animate the Mutavault
Okay.
and send with all of my creatures.
Send with the clowns. All right. Does it matter what I block?
I don't think so. So these are the 6 that seem like the obvious blocks, right?
And I can only block 5.
Oh yeah, you only have 5. So like maybe you let a knight through, but I don't think you can.
Can't let a knight through, right?
Yeah. So if these go unblocked, this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's just 15.
I mean, don't forget, they all get bumped, too.
Yeah, I added the bumps.
Oh, okay.
This is 15 if you block these 5.
Okay.
But
GG.
I also had triple Sorin activation after combat.
You know Winota's here now, right? Well, technically.
It was a little awkward once you were able to flip and kill the Kalitas. That's how I had with the fatal push that I was leaving in my hand. I was leaving up 4 mana every turn, so if you didn't hit Winota, I could just draw a card, and if you did, I could sack a zombie and push.
Yeah.
So I'd been holding that up, but it was just about, I was drawing extra cards every turn and generating value with the vampires, so it almost didn't matter how good your draws were. Like, eventually I was just going to
But you know what also didn't matter? That game! So, still, you go give me those marbles. Rob, yeah, I guess this is going to bring us to the end of the show. I'm going to ask this question, but I already know the answer, because mine's the same. Out of all 6 decks, which one are you the fan of?
Definitely Rakta.
Oh, yeah, that deck's sweet. I mean, this has a lot of power, but it's another one of those decks that's similar to Heroic to me, where, like, if you draw the right combination, your deck looks insane. Way above the power level in Pioneer, like I did game 1. But if you draw at that average level or you stumble at all, the deck looks bad. And that's the one thing is the Vampires is kind of the opposite. It never stumbles. It's so consistent, but it never spikes into that insane thing with a little asterisk of Sorin into champion on 3 if you had 2 other Vampires. That's insane. Yeah. But outside of that, it's a very medium aggro deck, but it's still good. Like, it's still a good deck. I think that's a good deck, too.
Yeah.
I would much rather play that than this.
I just wish I had Heartless Acts.
Yeah, then just make that change,
Yeah, though I didn't draw Murderous Riders anyway, but I wish I even had more removal, like three Heartless Act cuts, something.
Yeah, and you definitely want to have a sideboard that's prepared to do that. Or you know what you want in the sideboard, like for this matchup, Ray of Enfeeblement. That's a good one. Just 1 mana deal with Winota, that's always solid.
But I will say the new edition of Edgar looked great.
Yeah.
So good with Sorin.
Yeah.
And just generally a good card. I think that there's 2 Edgars, 3 Kalitas in this deck. That might be where you shave to get an extra removal spell, just because you just have, that's 5 4s and 4 5s in your main deck. 9 cards that cost 4 or more mana.
Yeah. I think it's just really Kalitas is just so game over against some aggro decks,
Sometimes, but with Thing in the Ice everywhere out of Phoenix, people are preparing to deal with 4 damage, 4 toughness creatures. Like your red deck has 4 Lava Coils in the sideboard.
True. I mean, Lava Coil gets Edgar too, right? Doesn't it exile it?
Does Lava Coil exile?
I think it does, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But Edgar just has such synergy with the deck.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's a cool card. Yeah.
And it's just about getting the curve down a little bit because
Yeah.
I felt like the deck was a little bit clunky. And that's where I ran into some issues here.
Yeah.
And so if we can solve that, cut 2 Murderous Riders and a 4-drop for 3 2-mana removal spells, I'm going to feel a lot better. You're not going to feel quite as good against control decks, but that's just game 1. You've got a really good sideboard with all these Duresses and Go Blanks against them.
Yeah. So now that
we
we're...
even have Sorin the Mirthless in the deck, too. There's actually 7 4-drops.
I just don't even know if I like that card. Like, it seems okay, and obviously it's going to be a lot better in your deck than it was in Dimir Control, but...
This is the card I would cut.
Okay, so one last question for you before we go. I know you were really high on, like, the combo deck last week. You were like, yep, I think I'd play that. I think pretty clear you'd play the Rakdos deck if you had a tournament tomorrow, but what would be your second choice that you'd be fine playing in a tournament?
I mean, it's Rakdos and Ascendancy. Those
Still
are
the combo?
Those are the 2 decks that have impressed me the most. They're both very much my style, even though they're completely different decks.
Yeah.
Those are like the 2 things I like to do.
Yep. And I learned a lot from then. I think it was Fires of Incarnation for me. And I learned I don't love the deck. And now, like, Fire's Luca shells have been popping up. And, Transmogrify or whatever. I'm sure that version is just better. But being able to play that with some Detention Spheres, that's another thing that really interests me to try. But also that Rakdos deck, I want to try that out too. So
I agree.
And that's the thing, is just a lot of fun decks. A lot of people's play styles the format can facilitate for. So pretty cool.
There's an option really for everyone. So it has that aspect that Modern does, but honestly, I kind of prefer the gameplay. Like, not having to deal with fetches is something you don't really think about when you're playing Modern, but it just makes the game progress so much easier.
Yeah, and I really think no fetches diversifies the format too. Like, you obviously there's more powerful cards in Modern too that can force you into certain things. Like, if you're playing red, you're probably going to be playing the 8 1-drops, DRC Ragavan. But in this format, like, you really have to make a decision of which color you want to go with because, well, the mana's not free.
Yeah.
And I like that a lot. So I agree with you. All right, you give me some marbles, you thank some subs for us, and then we're going to thank some sponsors and head out.
I won 6 out of the 10 games we played today. I just want to make that clear.
You got to win them in the right order.
We played 10 games, I won 6 of them, and somehow I lost.
Justice.
I demand a recount.
We had 1 sub today, past 21. So thank you to them for the sub and for everyone else who has subbed.
Yes, thank you for that support. And we would also like to thank our sponsor, Coalesce Apparel. If you like the shirts that we wear, you can find their entire collection of t-shirts, hoodies, and stickers at coalesceapparel.shop. Be sure to use the gift code SCG when checking out to get 10% off of your purchase.
Absolutely. And if you want to go to these cons that we were kind of talking about, Philly is going to be the next one where, well, quite a few people's legacy preparation might have just got adjusted with the banning of Ragavan. Or, like you said, they're just going to be adding some Delvers to the deck. But it is going to be standard legacy, also Kamigawa pre-release, even Flesh and Blood. A lot of things to do there. That's the first one. It'll be next month, the 18th, right? February 18th? That sounds about right.
It's the
weekend before,
14th.
right? Yeah, so it's the weekend before. If you want more information on that, go to StarCityGames.com and check it out and maybe come play against us.
11 to 13, because I think 14th is a Monday.
Yep, I think you're right.
Yep. Next order of business is selling cards, because Star City Games is always buying, and the process has never been easier because there are so many ways to do it. You can use the buy list feature on the website. You can mail your cards in to SCG and let them do the work for you vis-a-vis sorting and grading. You can make an appointment and come into the store to do your business in person. And if your collection is large enough, you can make an appointment and have Star City Games come to you. So pick whichever option works best for your situation. And do keep in mind that when trading cards in for store credit, you will get a 30% bonus.
And if you want to use some of that bonus to take advantage of our sale this week, Rob is going to tell you what that sale is.
I remembered that I didn't tell you, like, when we were in the middle of the last game. But yeah, no, it's 10% off sealed products this week.
Seal, Rob, we could have pulled it off like there was no mistakes made at all here, but way to drive the bus right over me there, bud.
That
could have been a seamless outro, but man,
nobody would have suspected anything when you do something completely different to what you do on every other show.
See? Ross agrees.
I'm just peeling back the curtain, letting people know what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah, showing them the wizard.
Yeah.
Trying to be transparent.
Rob does stand behind a curtain here. It's always been kind of weird, but you know what? We let him do his thing. He likes to be in behind curtains, so here we are. But all right, everyone, that's going to do it for the show. Thank you so much for watching a Pioneer episode. We had a lot of fun doing it. No plan as far as what we're exactly going to do on Thursday, because we were going to react to the bands, but We're not gonna play standard. I'm sorry. I don't know what you want from me. We're not gonna test out if Alrund's Epiphany is gonna.
Hey, Rock of Endless Legacy. Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll have a show ready for you on Thursday, and we'll let you know a little bit later. So we will see you Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. For Ross Merriam, I'm Corey Baumeister. We'll see you then.